Say it.
Yeah.
Wait. Never mind. I did say positive
Reaper,
properties.
I know you want to
Unleash
say it, bro.
Reaper.
I did say positive properties.
Call him a cool.
Wait.
Bro,
That doesn't change anything.
Bro, fix
Reaper,
this.
unleash your inner
Yo, wait,
racist.
please pause now. Okay,
Wait, no. I did say
Reaper,
positive properties. Wait, let me talk. I did say positive
wanna
properties.
say
That doesn't
one
change nothing.
I can't even hear you. Focus, Christ.
Bro, can you mute people, Infinity? What the fuck, nigga?
Alright, let me say one thing
No,
though.
don't mute D1. Yo, D1, what you gotta say? Go ahead.
It's D1 that's talking, stupid.
Exactly.
What you gotta say? Go ahead, bro.
You're just talking to a wall.
Reaper, unleash your inner racist, bitch.
Wait, D1. Or Reaper.
What's up?
Both y'all. I did say positive
nigga want me to
properties, but that
mute
doesn't
the
change
judges.
anything. That doesn't change
Okay,
anything at all.
here's the problem. Focus. Maybe I'll just ask you like
Oh
this.
my god,
listen.
here's the problem.
Calling
This
me.
nigga's about to
So
start
anyhow,
being
listen,
hella
focus.
biased.
If you define it, no, I'm not even being biased actually. I actually first said if you didn't say this, I'll literally give the point to you. But if you did say this, I'm
doesn't-
pretty positive you
it
did. I would
doesn't-
have given it to him.
No, there's
Well,
no
it did change it
difference.
because let me explain how. Because if you're saying, which if you don't know what apophatic theology is, it's literally just using these negative terms in reference to the thing because you cannot actually describe the thing.
No, but that's what's in
And you
question.
kind
Is
of
whether or
verify
not
that through the
something can be
definition itself.
apophatic. That's what I'm asking. That's the whole
Yeah, but
question.
focus. Just the problem is you're calling on the question about it being apophatic in itself, and he's describing how it can be.
No,
He
no,
said
he's
it's
not.
different
Wait,
in
no. He
reference
didn't
to-
describe how it can be. He just said that. Okay, well, you're describing this thing. I'm like, okay, but like that doesn't mean anything. So I'm putting into question. Whether or
He
not
said you're
something's
assigning a
apophatic in the
description
first
of this thing, so it wouldn't work because you're
What?
speaking directly. Well, focus. Let me explain to you.
No,
He said it wouldn't work because you're
The
giving it a
definition-
description. Focus. No, I let you
the
speak.
definition of
Focus. I let you
apophatic is
speak.
what's in
No,
question.
no,
Go ahead,
focus.
go ahead.
Focus. No. Listen. How the hell are you gonna define this and call in the question definition after you define it?
What?
How the
I said that the whole. Wait, no. I'm calling
Focus.
into
You're gonna
question
focus. Wait, no. Focus.
whether or
What you
not
did.
this
That's not
thing
what
can
you did,
exist.
though.
Are you
You
dumb?
define the thing itself.
That's like calling
Focus, what
into
you did.
question. That's like defining a
Focus, wait a
contradiction
minute.
and saying I'm
So
calling into question.
you're gonna
whether or not a
define
contradiction can
ontology,
exist.
then call in the
Are you
question
dumb?
if you like even ontology
You can call in
itself
the
is
question
existing.
whether or not something can
Existence, the
exist.
description.
But here's the problem: is you're literally like, dude, you're literally sitting here accepting the definition itself, but then
Wait,
arguing the definition itself.
no. Is he dumb? I can accept that something is defined this way via language. Does not
Hey,
mean that it
focus. Wait a
actually
minute, but
exists
the
in
problem is, I think
actuality,
this is a
dumbass.
bit like, I think this is a bit disanalogous though, because the problem
That's
what you
not
did is you actually
disanalogous.
accepted. Wait, focus, bro. Listen, you let
So,
people speak. That's the one flaw in you doing debating.
I
Because you
could
don't hear
peacock
arguments.
it.
Why y'all
at all.
arguing about this irrelevant shit?
Wait, hold up, Reaper, stop talking. Yo, D1.
Oh my god.
Yo,
He said I accepted what the definition is, but I'm putting it into question. That's like saying, okay, I know what a, that's like saying I know what a
But that's
contradiction
not
is,
what you
but I'm
did, though.
so you
That's not
can't.
exactly what you did. Focus.
If you
That's not what
acknowledge
you
what a
did.
contradiction is, then you cannot put into
Focus.
question whether or not a contradiction
Focus,
can
that's not
exist in
what
the
you
first
did.
place.
Wait a minute, D1, wait a minute.
You
Let me
can
describe
use
the D1
language to
talk.
say that something cannot be
I've been
described.
trying to
Does not mean
justify
that
this
thing
for like
actually exists in
5 minutes, bro.
actuality.
And you,
Reaper is not.
focus. You don't shut up ever, bro. You're talking to a wall. Like you're not sane. Like to be is reaching a synthesis, not talking to yourself, dude.
You're not convincing nobody, but.
Dude, focus.
Okay,
I'm not
D1,
gonna
you can
explain
just give your
this. You're
judgment.
talking to yourself.
And then
bro,
Reaper,
how can you
Reaper
say
was yours.
you're agreeing to something if you're calling it into
That's not
question?
exactly what I was saying. Exactly. He was calling in the question if it leads to a logical thing.
Yeah.
Correct?
Oh my god, yeah, I said this thing would be, or I was
Yeah,
explaining why
and
this thing
focus.
would be
Were you not
illogical
using
to the thing.
descriptions to
Illogical is a
assign this to this
description.
illogical?
No,
Goddamn.
what's in,
Were you
bro?
not
If it's
using
illogical,
descriptions?
the thing doesn't
Focus.
exist. So something, there's no thing that
Shut
exists that
the
cannot be
hell
described.
up!
Therefore, applying descriptions is not a
Guys,
contradiction in
you're not
my original
seeing.
stance. You
Focus.
Y'all
stupid
niggas
bitch.
not speaking
Is he
over
dumb
each
as
other,
fuck?
like, damn.
Focus. Are
Shut
you
up.
okay or not, bro?
Illogical is a description. Oh my god.
Bro, I'm putting
Yeah,
into
ask
question,
someone
bro.
a question. Focus.
This
Listen, you
is
can't
so
ask someone a question.
Hold
You're
up.
talking, bro. You can't do that.
Wait, I'm gonna talk to D1 because he's better than you. So, yo, D1.
I think D1's worse. We can talk about that afterwards.
D1. Okay, cool. So, if somebody says, "Well, my character cannot be described in any way," and I'm like, "Okay," and I put into question, I start being skeptical on how this thing can even exist or something like this is even actual, and he says, "Okay, well, you're describing my character. My character can't be described." Is that not what's in question?
What? Bro.
Is that not what's in question?
Okay, you know what?
Yes,
Toxic. I'll
Nigga
literally
dumb as fuck.
Infinite, I'm gonna ask you, just mute these two, please, because I haven't got a chance to
No,
talk
what
to
the fuck?
Toxic
I don't
at
agree with no
all.
moderation.
Look, I'm not gonna mute the debaters and judge.
I don't agree with no moderation.
Hold on, nigga. Look. Just because you define something, hold on. Just because you define.
No, I'm not saying
position,
accepting.
then
I'm
it's
not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm trying to get to the
so
point.
y'all
He
continue,
won't let me
please.
get to that point because he won't stop talking. Christ.
God
Like,
damn.
I was trying to get there. The dude doesn't quit talking ever.
Reaper's so ass.
What you were trying to say?
Bro.
Reaper, where you
Toxic, you should have got more.
Okay,
you should
sweet.
have gotten a
I'm
better
literally
judge
trying
to
to say
bias
this
for you.
Bro,
No.
focus. Quit
I'm
talking.
Go ahead.
Yo,
Let's
this is
go.
audio.
Let's go.
I don't know about my debate shit.
Okay, now listen, so what I was trying to say exactly is we're going under the presupposition that this thing in itself is you cannot describe this thing. So how are you going to sit here and say, oh, we're giving this thing a description whenever it doesn't have a description in itself?
No, we're not presupposing this thing is this thing. What?
Focus. You're arguing whether it leads to a logical itself. You're saying, oh, does this thing lead to a logicality?
He's trying to say it doesn't
No,
exist.
I'm putting into
because it
question
leads
whether or
to
not something
illogicality.
apophatic can exist. Are you dumb?
That's literally what he said. He's trying to say it does not exist because it's
Oh my god, he's so dumb.
It doesn't exist.
He gave me like a couple of alternatives.
Okay, bro, y'all need to. That's not even entirely what I said. Okay, Infinity, can I talk to you?
You can't get a full stamp out your mouth.
Wait, Infinity, can I talk to you? Infinity, can I talk to you? Okay, cool. If we go over the definition of apophatic and I have issues with it, he says my character is apophatic, and I put into question, I skepticize whether or not a character can actually be apophatic. And his justification is,
that's not what he did.
Shut up.
Yo,
his
Infinity,
justification is, well, you're describing this thing. This thing cannot be described as
I'll hear y'all side after.
Let me just talk to Infinity. So, if I put into question whether or not this thing is apophatic or whether or not anything can be apophatic, but then he says, well, you're describing my character, he cannot be described. Is that not presupposing that he's apophatic, even not putting that into question?
Here, wait, Infinity, can I talk to you? Infinity, now can I talk to you?
Infinity,
can I talk to you now?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
sure.
Now here's what he did exactly. You can ask Toxic, and we have recording for this too. Wait, sorry, Batu, damn me. I'm gonna look at it real quick. Batu, please don't tell me say something dumb.
My character can't be described, so you're describing it. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm back.
You know what? Actually, wait a minute. Infinity, actually, I'll just talk to you about it. Focus, quit talking, for real. Infinity. So what I'm trying to stress exactly is what he did exactly. He says, oh, no, you can ask Toxic for this too. What he did exactly, he said, this thing, if it exists, it leads to a logical. He literally said, oh, if it exists, it leads to a logical.
Yeah, his basis for his skepticism is illogical. It being illogical. That's his basis
is arguing.
I cannot hear y'all.
Infinity, listen.
Oh my lord.
He didn't actually directly come out and say, I'm calling into question this thing itself. What he did exactly is he said, oh, if this thing exists, it's illogical, so then it leads to non-existent, and doesn't exist, and you demonstrate your argument. Focus no.
No.
Yeah, the two alternatives.
No, he's saying that if this thing exists and it leads to logicality, then he's going to argue upon why logicality doesn't exist.
That's what we're going to argue. Yeah.
So, wait a minute. Can we get to that point?
Infinity, can I ask you a question?
Okay,
so he's saying I said something. So he said I made the claim that it is illogical. That's my basis. Now, did I do that? Or just
you said
let me explain. So, or did I say, if this is the case, then this would be illogical and it wouldn't exist. But if this is the case, then it would contradict your stance. And I said that, well, it's either this or this. So if it's either one of those things, then it would contradict your stance either way.
And I said,
and he said, wait, and then he said we don't know because it can't be described, which is begging the question. Cause I'm putting into question whether this thing actually.
Okay, look. I did hear those two options. I did hear him saying I don't know, but I don't hear the last part that he said. Like I didn't hear that last part.
Yeah, so he just said it's because we don't know because it cannot be described. As begging the question, presupposing it's apophatic in the first place, which is why I'm putting into question. GG's
and Toxic, go ahead.
Yeah, next scale. The fuck.
Oh, no, chill.
I'm about to run through this Nasuverse shit. This shit about to be easy claps.
So is it my turn to speak now? I know.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So the basis for his skepticism was literally whether or not this leads to illogicality. And I already told him, leading to illogicality. Okay. What was the basis? That's fine. Hold on. What was the basis?
My God, he proposed two options. He's saying, hold on. He said, if this is the case, that being if it entails logicality, then it doesn't exist. And he said,
I cannot hear Infinity. Bro, who's talking? Somebody's talking. I can't hear.
D1, chill. Like the basis towards the skepticism isn't just the logicality thing. That's just one of the options. There's another option that he has as well. That's why he proposed two things. The other option he had said would contradict your position. I forgot why.
I said either option would contradict your position.
Yo, Reaper, just say nigger, bro.
How do you contradict
Reaper,
never actually justified that. I'm pretty sure.
Reaper.
Wait, Focus. I did hear you give an ultimatum. The lowest thing can have.
Wait, Reaper. Can I just explain something to you real quick?
I'm sorry, Focus. If you actually, Focus, I got you. Just explain to me the ultimatum real quick.
Okay, I got you. Wait, let me explain. So I said, well, it's either, and I brought this up to him. I explained why something can only have an identity or not have an identity, which he didn't contend it. I explained it to him. So I said, okay, so it's either one of these two things. So one, if it does have an identity, then it contradicts it because it can be described as having an identity. And I said two, If it does not have an identity, that would be illogical, which we can argue upon why logicality
Finity,
cannot
you heard
exist.
that, right?
Wait, yeah. And then the third thing he said, or we
third?
just, wait, yeah, no, it's something that he said. He said either we don't know because this thing cannot be described. I'm like, okay, that begs the question.
Wait a minute, Focus. What you're doing exactly? Focus. Wait a minute. What you're doing exactly is you're saying if P, then it implies illogical. Then you're saying, then you're going with another ultimatum. If it does this action, it then results in illogical and non-existence. You're giving two under the basis of illogical. It's literally in reference to infinity. I don't think the guys. So you literally just did that. You said if it has an identity, it contradicts itself. If it does not, it is illogical.
Exactly. So either
and a contradiction itself is illogical. It's be a basis of illogicality.
What?
Oh my God! Nick,
oh my God!
That's not. Yeah, hold on. If it has If it has an identity that isn't illogical, that just makes the statement untrue.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if if it has an identity, like an actual identity,
wait a minute.
then it isn't
apophatic. Wait a minute. How long ago did you say that? Because for some reason I did not hear that like that.
You didn't hear that, bro. You can ask anybody. I repeated it multiple times. I'm pretty sure
you didn't hear what. You didn't hear what.
Okay. Infinity. Remember when I gave the ultimatum?
Did he say that? Wait, Infinity. Wait a minute. No, focus.
Did he not say what? Did he not say what?
Because the identity, if it has an identity, it contradicts the actual thing itself. If he said that, I'll agree he won.
That's literally what I didn't hear that. I can give it to you.
Who agreed it has an identity?
Toxic. Listen, here's the problem though: is if he said like, I didn't hear this actually. I heard the first time.
Sure.
He literally said if you ascribe this description, that would be an identity.
Yeah, then it's not apophatic because it has a description.
Wait a minute. He said if it has an identity itself, it contradicts it being an apophatic being itself.
Contradicts his position. Therefore, the statement's unreliable. Then the other.
I literally said it contradicts his position.
That's fine.
Infinity. Wait a minute though.
Sure.
What's up?
Like, who actually?
Wait a minute. Here's what is weird though.
The property of having an identity. That's the problem.
Wait, Infinity. Here's the weird thing though. Is now this is what he's actually arguing itself. Is he's saying, and I'll explain it to you. Well, wait a minute, Infinity. Wait a minute. Pause. You're good. Just wait a minute. So whenever he's saying apophatic, what it actually, I'm gonna give you like more of a detailed example. Whenever you say apophatic, it literally just means like this being that transcends concept, inconceivable, but we use negative terms to describe this. Negative terms to.
How did he define it within the point?
I said it's inconceivable, indescribable, and transcendent.
He used negative terms like he's supposed to.
No, okay. So Reaper. So I said that if it has.
Wait a minute. Wait. Focus. Wait a minute. No, focus. Please pause.
I just started my sentence.
I know I'm not done with that.
Okay, like what? No, bitch, shut the bro. I'm gonna tell you one thing that you don't understand.
Reaper, focus, chill. Reaper, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you for
okay, Infinity. So let's say for wait, focus. You can go after. I'm trying to talk to Infinity for a moment. Okay. Here's the problem though: is what he's trying to argue is that these references of negative terms have an identity themselves. The descriptions or the negative terms that we use, but they're in.
Hey, hold on. Did they argue upon this within the point?
He literally argued it. Yes.
We just said it's indescribable. That's all we said.
Dude. He's literally using the negative terms to argue
it's beyond conception. That's what he's doing. Terms. What?
Yes, you did. Focus. You already agreed. You said it's not. Oh, is that what you just?
You already agreed that he said that.
Wait, that doesn't.
He already agreed. He said that. He said that.
Wait. Oh yeah. Wait. Reaper. What I'm trying to say is that if it has an identity, it can be positively described as having identity.
Who gave it an identity then?
Oh my God! I gave an ultimatum. I said no matter what you choose, you're fucked.
Yeah, I know.
You
Focus.
lose.
Listen.
You dumb bitch.
And I gave it another.
Wait. Focus. Listen. Wait. Pause. Focus. I'm explaining to you like this because Talk's gonna give you some nerdy definition. It's not gonna work. I'm not gonna let you use it because it's gonna sound so nerdy. So, folks, here's the problem with it. Is apophatic in itself is like think it's
who's doing that?
Corn.
That's not funny.
That's probably Corn. I'm not gonna hold you. I just precog it was Corn, but anyhow.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it.
Okay, when I'm literally sitting here saying this is because whenever we say apophatic theology in itself, now say for example God exists, so Jesus Christ exists, right? And we don't know God exists without Jesus Christ existing, correct?
You're just going on.
Focus. I'm asking you a question. Focus. It's a question.
Sure.
Yes or no?
Sure. Bitch.
Okay.
Oh my God.
In this case, if we're to accept these negative terms, then it produces this exact thing's existence.
You know,
I couldn't say existence actually. I should just say inconceivable to the perception of logic or something like that. I guess you start it out that way. That's what he was trying to get off.
No, you're not understanding.
Identity exists. Wait, focus. The idea exists in reference to the being, but not directly of the being itself.
My God, Reaper, listen. Wait. One, he didn't say that, but two, let me just explain.
Yes, he did.
Shut up, bitch. Yeah, fuck, nigga.
Yes.
I said if this character has an identity in any sort of way, that is a description that would contradict his stance. And I said if he does not,
who gave it?
You know what?
Shut
Dude,
up,
I'll
bitch. Wait, no. Toxic's not making a claim, but he's dumb. So he said I didn't give it.
You afterwards.
Wait, let me explain.
Do you afterwards.
Okay,
I don't care. What
okay,
do you afterwards? You get to stop it, please.
Next skill, little boy. Next skill, little boy.
What the fuck happens now, Reaper?
Next skill, little boy.
Go ahead.
Next skill, little boy.
Wait, what? Hold on, I
Next
can't
saying
hear
he
you.
scale.
won.
We
They're
moving on.
saying
We
he
moving on.
won.
We moving on. Next scale.
What are you saying?
What?
Saying you won. D1 saying he won.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen?
Reaper's
I'm
is arguing
fucking
for. He just wants to
I
debate
mean,
people.
it only
Like,
can. It's
everybody
just
here
gonna
knows
result.
this.
In, no, I'm not gonna hold you focused. You just don't understand what it is itself.
You're
That's why you're
not.
misinterpreting.
No,
it.
we're gonna like. I mean, me and you can go through the recording if I gave like.
Yeah, actually, focus. We can actually. I promise you, if you actually
Yeah,
repeated
just
it, I'll
join
say
the
you won. But
recording.
I mean,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
hold
sure,
you.
we can.
You did
We
say the
can.
reference
We can
thing.
just go
If he
through
said
it.
what? If he said what? Hold on. If he said what?
Bro, can you shut
He's
up?
trying to say that you never said that the negative terms reference the negative terms themselves reference the existence of or denotes the existence of this being.
It's not what
It's
he said. Yeah,
inconceivable,
he
by
didn't
the
say
way.
that at all.
He literally said
Bruh, we
it
haven't even
denotes
got
it.
it.
No,
Negative
wait.
terms.
No,
If I say it
Hold on,
cannot
I'm
be
so
described by
confused. No,
positive
Reaper,
terms, that's not the same as saying
Toxic,
that this thing
listen,
does
I'm
not
gonna
have
ask
an
you. Wait,
identity or
listen,
its
focus,
identity
focus,
is
listen,
defined by
focus,
negative
listen.
terms.
Focus.
Listen,
Okay,
listen,
Watch
Reaper.
toxic. Watch
He
toxic.
said
He
he's
said it. If he
putting.
says no,
He's okay.
wait,
Listen,
focus.
Reaper. I'm
ahead.
confused. Is he putting the existence of apathetic theology in a question, or it being indescribable?
He's
'Cause
calling
he's
into
changing what
question
he's
the
saying right now.
avatar of the true
Wait,
negative theology
that's
in
literally
itself. That's why I'm
both.
trying to say it wouldn't work.
Wait, no,
He's
wait.
doing both. He's doing both.
I'm
He
doing
said he's
both.
doing
Yeah,
both
literally, it's
now.
both.
I'm so confused.
Saying one of them leads to a logical, and then the other ultimatum was, oh, he's contradicting the
That's not
actual
what I
reference
said.
itself by negative terms. That's what you did.
Okay, sure.
Wait, no, wait.
Okay,
You kind of
in
worded it weird,
existing,
but
it's fine. We can
Focus. Let
get
him
into
speak.
it.
Focus. Let toxic speak. He hasn't got to speak one time. This is getting drowned.
Yeah, I'm saying we can get into it existing later. Like that's fine. Like I'm trying to get into like the apathetic theology shit right now.
okay, you just got
Oh,
beat
so you're
on
just
that,
trying
so
to
you
define and
can.
go into it to argue it. Wait, so you guys
So I
haven't
don't
even
know
got
like
to
why is
even
he trying to
arguing?
get into the
Okay.
existence.
Yeah, I put into
thing.
question
We are
whether it
not
can
getting
even
into that.
exist or it can be into like okay. If I put into question whether or not something can be apophatic, I'm putting into question whether or not said thing can be described or indescribable or like etc. Right? It's the same thing. So that's what
Okay, how did you
apophatic
actually
is.
put into question?
Okay, cool. So I said that well, either way, no matter what you choose, it's a contradiction. Because I already established to him, Reaper. I said this to him. He didn't contend it. I said there's two options. One, something has an identity or it doesn't. I said no matter which one you choose, it'll contradict your stance. So there's nothing you can say. And he put a third one. He said, well, we just don't know what it is because it's indescribable. But that begs the question because I'm putting into question by the ultimatum in the first place that whether or not this thing can actually exist in the first place, right? So if he's saying, okay, well, that's a description, it's undescribable, begs the question, circular. I put that into question with the ultimatum. The ultimatum is what ultimately put that thing into question.
Hold on. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So, what's your argument for it not existing based off those ultimatums?
Wait. So we're moving on from that?
Is it because of the what?
Are we moving on from that?
No, I'm asking you a question.
Wait,
Since you
this
said
is a new point.
you're putting into question on whether it exists or not.
Wait. No.
So-
Okay, you didn't really question my ultimatum during the point, so we can just get judgment on this point, and then we can move on.
I'm asking you, like,
I don't
what
give a
is
fuck
your
about your
argument
question if
for
it's not
it
linear to the
existing
previous
amongst
point.
themselves
Do you have any
that
other
actually
talks?
argue
Wait a minute, we
it's
do
not
this. Toxic. Do you have any other arguments? Because I'll look each argue you after the debate if you like, and argue see if you won the point or not.
Of course, you're gonna argue,
Bro,
'cause, like, you're biased.
Bro,
Okay.
we are
No,
finishing
focus. I
this
think that's
right
a strong
now.
misinterpretation of what it is itself. That's why I'm like saying I
Okay,
don't think you're on the
we're
point.
finishing this right now.
Reaper. Just let me explain. I'll try to put it simply. So,
Because I heard what you said five
wait,
times, bro. You're
no,
good.
no,
You don't have to say it
I'm
again.
doing
You got it.
one
You
more
got it, bro.
time,
You got it. Don't say it again.
One more time.
Don't say it again. No, you got it, bro. Don't say it again.
One more time.
No, not again.
One more time, bitch. Listen. I'm
Later,
gonna
later,
put it in
later.
a
Not
way
right now.
that-
No, later,
Wait,
later,
I need
later.
to
Right now,
explain
right
it
now.
better.
Right now.
One more time. Okay. So if I put
Leaving
out that
BC.
ultimatum, ultimately puts all of anything being apophatic into question, right? So him like offering that third option, which is we don't know, would beg the question because by that ultimatum in the first place, that put into question whether or not things can be indescribable. So you just said, well, it's indescribable, so we just don't know. So that begs the question because the ultimatum put that into question. GG's. Easy claps. So we can move on, give it like more scaling.
Okay.
More
Yeah.
scaling.
So
I mean, I don't think like it's like calling it into question. He's just like trying to justify
What?
like if this thing is
trying to
apathetic,
justify
right?
why the negative terms wouldn't work in a way.
Yeah,
he
he's
doesn't realize
no,
he's
he's
doing
not
that. I
putting
know.
into
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
he didn't
directly
bring. Okay,
to
Reaper, you're
That's
not.
what I'm
Reaper,
saying.
you're arguing for him. I get that. Wait, hold up, Reaper. I understand that you would have argued like that because Toxic did not argue it right for some reason, but he did not argue that. Like we can go back to the recording, but
I did not argue
Toxic,
what.
bro, Toxic just
I did
fucked
not
up the
argue what.
argument horribly. I swear to God, Reaper, he messed
I did
that
not
shit up
argue
badly.
what. I'm so confused. What are you
You
saying?
argued
Anyway?
that shit horribly, bro. You argued apophatic shit horribly.
Okay,
bro.
what
You
did
got
I
hard
not
on it.
argue? Like I'm fucking confused.
You didn't argue that negative
What did I not-
terms shit. You just said that this thing cannot be described. You're describing it.
You are
Like,
going
bitch,
to
what?
the
Focus,
you know what you
listen.
said it.
Inconceivable is one of the negative terms, bro.
No. But he didn't say that.
Inconceivable is one of the negative terms.
Its existence. That's not what he said. He just said that this thing cannot be described by positive.
Why do you think we use negative terms?
In identity, shut up, bitch. In identity would be an example of a positive description of something.
Focus. Listen. Okay, I'm gonna say like this. Focus. Listen. I'm gonna.
Oh my lord.
Okay, we can just move on. Give some more scaling.
I genuinely think you won this point, but we can argue it later because I'm not gonna we can do it later. You don't have to do it right now.
Bro, we're not doing it later. I'm finishing this right now, bro.
Give some more scaling.
So
you should have some other scaling.
Like I'm not getting another scale, bro. Like I'm
You're not getting another scale.
Okay, wait a minute. Focus. Can we do this? Wait, focus. Can we do this? Wait, focus. Can we do this? Go under the presupposition. Let's say, for example, we can't say he lost. We can't say he won at the same time. So can we either you let him give the scale and you try to refute the rest of it by yourself? We do something else. What do you want to do?
Oh my fucking god. Okay, cool. But we agree that if he loses this point, then he loses the rest of the points that come after this.
The apathetic point. Yes. Yeah. I agree.
Not gonna hold you. All of this shit kind of ass. I'm pretty sure when y'all were when someone stopped the recording, but I don't think y'all saved it. That sucks.
What the fuck is he talking about, Liz?
Yeah,
don't know.
Nowhere. I don't know what to say to that, man.
Egg it.
So, what happens now? Should I continue?
Hey guys, what's the topic?
Yeah, just continue.
Talk to continue, but if you lost this point, you lose
Elaine, Belloc versus Nasuverse.
We not lose, but
bro, y'all see how long y'all took? People forgot what y'all was debating about.
Y'all are some nerds.
Yo, this shit was.
Y'all just spitting out words.
Alright, Focus. Do you know what the ineffability thesis is?
What?
Man, what the?
Ineffability thesis.
Ineffability?
Thesis. He's saying thesis wrong.
Ineffability thesis.
Bro, don't say the word thesis like you're smart, bro. Just say the ineffability.
I don't know if Reaper's a
bro, that's the name of it. What do you want? This nigga, bro. That's the name of it.
It's not hard. Here.
It's ineffability thesis. What it asserts some property of God in
to be expressed in words. Okay, that's basically apathetic, but even more extreme, so it cannot be described at all in any negative or positive terms.
The problem with this black ass kid, he presupposes your arguments. I'm not talking about ineffability.
You're not talking about ineffability? Okay, what's the ineffability thesis?
Calm your ass fucking down. Learn and listen, fucking dumbass.
Yo, what? Yo, shut your dirty ass up, you stupid bitch. What the fuck was you talking to, bitch, nigga? Exactly.
Okay, bro. You're still funny. So do you know what the ineffability thesis is?
What's wrong with you? No, what is it? Go ahead.
Just fine. Right. It's just some proposition that asserts that nothing cannot be said about God.
Is that not exactly what I just described to you just now? Is that not what I just described to you just now? Everybody in here? Did I not just say something that cannot be described with words?
My dick inside of your earlobe.
That's exactly what I just said, you stupid bitch.
No, there's a difference, right? If you say it's indescribable, it's gonna be adhering to the ineffability paradox. But something like the ineffability thesis is not adhering to the ineffability paradox. That's a difference.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you said that ineffability is I didn't really hear what you said, I'm not gonna lie, but you said ineffability.
Yeah, because you fucking retarded.
Shut the fuck up, you dirty ass bitch, before I slap the shit out of you, nigga. Your voice got annoying in my head, so I just dozed off.
So
you dirty
cringe.
bitch. Fuck wrong with
That's
you.
so cringe.
That's so cringe. Shut your bitch ass up. Anyways.
Alright, bro.
So,
you good.
You said that ineffability is basically just a claim or proposition that God cannot be defined in any word with any words.
What? We said ineffability. Are you fucking retarded?
Yeah, ineffability.
Ineffability thesis, stupid ass.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna call it ineffability because I want to, bitch.
I said there's a difference. I already explained the difference.
Oh my god, bitch, fuck you. I didn't listen to your fucking explanation. Just tell me what the ineffability
thesis is. Yeah, because you retarded. You've already established this.
Oh my god, tell me what the ineffability thesis is, bitch. I forgot.
I just literally told you.
I wasn't listening to you because you're annoying.
Not my fault. Cool.
Not your fault. Okay, cool. So you're not. I can't go off of anything or refute anything.
Yeah, that's your fault.
So how are we gonna proceed in the debate if I don't even know your argument? Do you know what a debate is?
Yeah, because you retarded. It's literally in the recording.
Because I'm retarded. How's that justification? Go
ahead. Okay. Are you gonna
yeah? So no justification. Yeah. So no justification. Yeah. Fuck boy. Fuck wrong. I'm just gonna look that shit up.
What I said.
I'm gonna look that shit up. Fuck boy.
Nah, he can't. That's so tough.
Better repeat what you said, bitch, nigga. Hold up.
Cool. I'm just gonna move on to my skill then. He doesn't know what the ineffability thesis is.
Not yet. I'm gonna look up what the ineffability thesis is.
Fucking dumbass. He's not even gonna find it.
Wait, so it doesn't. Okay, what is it then? What are you defining it as?
I already defined it.
Okay, define it again, bitch.
Nah, we've already went over this. I'm not defending it again.
Wait. Okay.
Wait.
Define it again.
Huh? What?
Do you want to conclude on if you have to define it again?
Why?
Because I literally just explained it to you why you would have to define it again, or else it would break the dialectic of the debate. You stupid bitch. Are you dumb?
How would it break the dialectic?
Did you not hear me? You want me to re-explain?
Define a dialectic.
Define a dialectic. I'm just gonna call it a debate for lack of fucking. I don't want to be a nerd.
What a stupid ass motherfucker.
What a stupid ass motherfucker. It's actually intercourse between two intellects. Shut the fuck up, you dirty bitch.
Look at him stuttering. Are you good, bro? Are you good?
I'm stuttering because you're boring the fuck out of me. Nigga, get to your scaling, bitch.
Nah, you stuttering because you're fucking black
and shit. Explain what the ineffability thesis is, retard. Fuck wrong with you? Did. Okay, explain it again.
I'm not doing it again.
You're not doing it again, so I can't refute your argument, so it doesn't go through.
What? It's already in the recording, so it goes through. I don't know what you talk about.
It's in the recording, bitch. I didn't hear it.
I don't give a fuck if you don't give a fuck. It's already in the recording.
Show me where it's at in the recording. Prove it's in the recording.
Nah, I don't have to.
Oh, you don't have to prove it's in the recording? So
don't do that.
No. He wants to be like this. Okay, cool. So the justification for you not having to repeat is that it's in the recording. You said you don't have to prove it's in the recording, so you have no justification for your positive claim. GG's.
Oh no, I got my judge to do that. So
you got your judge to do what? Your judge to do what?
To give a verdict specifically on it existing.
Wait.
Yeah, on it existing.
Wait, how can you do that? How can you do that right now? I haven't agreed to go to conclusions yet.
It's in the recording, so what?
That's what's in question. Prove it's in the recording.
No, I don't have to do that.
Okay, cool. So you can't prove it's in the recording, which is your justification.
Yeah, it's self-verified. Yeah, it's self-verified.
Why is it self-verified? Why is it self-verified?
Because it's in the recording. Self-verified.
Begging the question.
Okay, what's wrong with begging the question?
We can conclude.
Hey, yeah, so you're begging the question.
What's wrong with begging the question? Because you provide no actual Wait.
Yeah, what's actually the ontological for this?
We're gonna have to get into it because he wants to be a little fucking rat.
If I say A, if and only if A.
Wait, I'm not
Do you think that's begging the question?
A, if and only if A. What are you talking about? You talking about
the
law
I'm
of
asking.
identity?
Do you think tautology entails that is begging the question?
Conditionals.
Wait. Go ahead and explain what a tautology is real quick.
A, if and only if A. I gave you an example.
Actually, that's not what a tautology is. You stupid retard.
Shut up.
What? I gave you an example. I said example.
I'm writing so proven wrong. I'm writing so proven wrong. Go ahead.
Oh, anyways, I might just move on.
Exactly, dumb nigga. Well, I thought. Anyways, bro, okay, we're gonna have to get into this shit because he wants to be a little fucking rat because he got beat up on the last point. He's butthurt and he's too scared to move on. He knows he's gonna get bitched again.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, he knows he's gonna get bitched again on his next point, so he don't want to repeat himself.
I'm not the one stuttering.
Oh, shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's so extra.
Ain't nobody nervous. I don't even take you serious. I don't even take you serious, bitch. You just got bitched on the last point badly. That was terrible for you.
That's in question.
Oh shit, your little Nasuverse fans is not gonna be looking up to you no more after this. How your Nasuverse fans gonna be looking up to you after this when I debunk your whole verse, bitch? Fuck wrong with you?
You realize that
your ass is hell. I don't win the debate if I'm insulting. I'm insulting him exclusive to the debate because he's being fucking stupid. He's trying to rat. So
yeah, solve that conditional statement fact.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, repeat what the ineffability thesis is.
I can't wait till it snow again so I can throw a snowball at your mother.
Wait, you said what, Toxic?
Theology. God being not.
I couldn't hear you because somebody was talking over you like that ass. I swear to God.
Bro, like somebody mute these niggas, bro. God damn.
Bro, okay, just go ahead. Re-explain it.
Shut the fuck up.
Right. It's like basically saying that God cannot be spoken of. It's part of like apathetic theology shit.
Good boy. So does he have an identity?
Oh my God.
Same thing. Can I say that he has an identity?
Bro, no, the thing is, you're already like past that point. So
what?
I don't know,
wait. You're bringing up something completely different from apophatic. You just said this is similar. I can just apply the same exact argument.
I said it's in apathetic theology.
Okay, cool. Wait. So is it being described in negative terms or no terms? Which one? Two different things.
I'm just gonna get into that. So
wait, no. Describing something in negative terms is not the same as describing something with no terms at all. Because you can describe something with negative terms. Like for example, you can say that this thing is not a square, and then you'll rule out the possibility this thing is a square.
The ineffability thesis satisfies those propositions.
Wait, no. But that doesn't mean anything. But
those propositions saying that it's indescribable and negative theology shit.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't even let me finish. I'm just gonna dismiss what you said. So. I'm like drawing a distinction. The distinction is that with apophatic theology, you can rule out what something is not. You can say this thing is not a square, rules out the possibility.
I just told you it satisfies it. Like what?
Satisfy? What does that mean?
You know what? Oh my, okay, sure.
What does
It's
that mean in this
first order
case?
logic semantics.
Okay, what's that? You want to get big
Like-
words? I'm just gonna tell you to define everything. It's
Yeah,
like
sure.
maybe just
Yeah,
replay again.
that's fine.
Last
That's
time.
fine. I'll give you an example of it so you can just understand for
Okay,
your
go ahead.
black ass brain. So think of a
Mhm.
fucking normal, some random ass, Model T, for example, or System
What's that?
T. That System T
What's
satisfy, bro. It can't be anything. Can't denote for anything.
No,
What?
I'm asking you what modal system T is.
Okay, it can't be anything. Like for now, it's just an example.
Okay, so we have something called modal system T.
No, I said modal, not like modal logic, like a model, something like that.
Okay. Oh, you mean model? Okay, not modal.
Yeah,
Okay, why does
model.
that have to be
Yeah.
called that? Why
Or you
can't
can
I
just
call
say
it
system.
monkey ape niggers? What's the issue with that?
I mean, you can call it whatever.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna call
like,
it that
if
from
you
now on. So
think
you can go ahead and
that's it.
continue.
I mean, it's not gonna like correspond to reality,
I
but
don't
sure.
give a bro, what the?
Well, how do
Okay.
you know that?
Yeah, what? Just go ahead and explain it. That's what I'm calling it.
So let me
Wait,
stop.
what?
Explain
Bro,
it.
these niggas. Explain what? Okay.
Ex-
Oh
oh
yeah.
my God.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah, models.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, System T. Yeah, think of a System T, for example.
Okay.
The System T satisfying the proposition means that within like the System T within itself, these propositions would hold truth value. It's like
What-
elementary equivalences.
Wait, bro. You're not. Okay, I'm not really following what you're saying. Can you just repeat that again, slower? Like this nigga's saying the biggest
Oh yeah,
words in
like
history.
take System T, like take
Okay.
System T.
You had a
Maybe for
ghost
example, a base, bro. Like, oh my god.
Wait, go ahead. Wait, I can
Infinity.
you repeat that? Wait, no.
Sure.
One more time.
But this nigga keeps cutting me off, so I don't know.
One
Like,
more time. Go
that's-
ahead.
My bad, bro.
yeah, System T. Yeah, sure. This System T satisfying the propositions would entail, for example, that these propositions are true within System T.
So you're saying that
That's
it
how
proves
formal
the
mathematics
proposition's
works.
true?
It satisfies them. That's what
Oh my
satisfaction
god!
is.
Does it justify the proposition?
They're true. Yeah, they're true within like to
You could just say
refute
that
the propositions
you could,
themselves.
Oh my god! You
But
could
I'm
just say
still
that it
explaining to
justifies
refute
the
the.
proposition itself. You don't have to go through all that.
Yeah, that is what satisfaction is. Like,
Oh my
hey,
god!
I'm
Then
just
just say
explaining
that.
to you. Yeah,
Like-
you can. Yeah, you know it is that.
Okay, cool. So
Right now.
you're saying that ineffability justifies the propositions of.
It satisfies.
Oh my god! I'm just gonna call it justifies, bitch. I'm not gonna say satisfies like it's retarded.
Alright,
but-
bro.
So it justifies the propositions of apophatic. What's a What does that even mean? What propositions?
I'm talking about the inconceivable, indescribable, and transcendent.
Okay, no, it is. You can describe it with negative terms, right? But this one cannot be described in anything at all. Negative words are still words.
Oh no, you're not understanding focus. This is what solidifies the ineffability itself.
Okay. Oh wait, what solidifies it? Apophatic.
Okay, the
Theology?
negative. Do you understand what it? Okay, hold on. Do you understand what it means when I say like it's negative terms?
Negative terms. You're saying like this thing is not this, etc.
Yeah, like no, like for example, you describe it. No, it's not that. It actually transcends
What I
that
just said.
description.
Oh
No,
wait,
you just
you
said
mean it
no, it's not
transcends
it.
the description.
Saying it's not it does not mean it transcends the
Wait,
description. Yeah.
That helps me even more. You're saying it transcends the description of having an identity. Like, thank you. Why is that? Wait, okay. Wait. Hold on.
No.
Why is
Okay.
it true that something can be indescribable in the first place or ineffable? Why is that even true?
Let's see. Why would that even be true? I mean, my character would exemplify those properties. So does that matter if it's
You
true or
said
not?
what?
My character would like exemplify the properties of it being ineffable.
No, I'm asking you why this can actually logically occur.
Logically occur.
Yeah.
Do you think logic is necessary? Like it's absolute?
The law of identity easily, yeah. I don't think a law.
What are your justifications for that?
What's my justification?
What are your justifications for that?
For the
Sure.
law of identity being absolute?
Sure, yeah.
Cool. So
I
anything.
can get into that. It's fine.
Okay, cool. So, literally anything, as soon as it's described as a thing, it has an identity. Everything we know of has an identity.
Anything?
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
okay, like saying anything kind of presupposes that you have knowledge on just about anything.
What?
So
That's not
don't
what
know.
I said.
I'm not about that.
No, that's not the way I was using it. I
You said
said that.
anything. You said anything, but that's still a presupposition.
As soon as something's described as a thing, it has an identity. 'Cause I
What?
identify
Are
as
you
a thing.
okay?
Are you dumb?
Come.
That's not what I was saying.
Okay, repeat yourself. Like you're not
Are you
being
dumb?
coherent at all. Like, I'm fucking confused.
Wait. If the law of identity doesn't exist, then you can't speak. You know that, right?
What?
Are you saying the law of identity doesn't exist?
No, I never said. I just don't
What?
think that it's like absolute in a sense
Okay,
that
wait,
it
why
applies
not?
to
Why
just
not?
about
Why
everything.
not?
Why not?
Why not? Go ahead.
You have not justified that. That is your position.
You just made the claim. I asked you a question, then you made a claim. Justify that. Go ahead.
So you're not okay. So you're not gonna justify your initial claim.
Wait, no. Are you dumb? My claim was that the law of identity.
I'm going under the presupposition that you didn't justify your claim.
I thought you asked me. Does the law of identity exist in the first place?
I'm going under the presupposition that you didn't justify your claim. That's what I'm saying.
Justify that. Go ahead.
Oh lol.
Justify that. Go ahead.
What?
My burden was to prove that the law of identity exists, which you agreed to, dumbass nigga.
Who agreed to that?
What? You just agreed to it.
Bro, are you fucking?
Is he dumb? I said you think the law of identity doesn't exist. You're like, no. I just don't think it's absolute. That means it exists. It's not absolute. Go ahead and prove that.
Don't be scared. Focus, calm down. It's okay. I'll explain to you.
Scared? Is he dumb?
I just said I think it does not apply to just about anything.
Okay, prove that.
You said it applies to anything. I'm asking you to justify
this
that.
debate is total KK. So I need you guys to relax.
Wait, I misconstrued.
I already told you. I'm going under the presupposition that you did not justify yourself.
Wait a minute. Let Focus speak.
Wait, okay.
I didn't get to hear his last. I didn't get to
So I went
Just
under
gonna
the.
repeat himself like a broken
I'm not
CD.
repeating myself, you dirty bitch. Shut the fuck up before I slap this shit out you, anyways. So I thought you said, I thought you asked me to prove like the law of identity exists in the first place. So then I did. I made you agree to it because you're fucking stupid. And then you said, okay, I don't think it applies to anything. Go ahead and prove that. And I said, when I said anything, wait, shut up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, you dirty ass bitch. When I say anything, I mean anything that can be described as a thing. If that thing is being described as a thing, then it does have an identity because you're calling it a thing and you're identifying it as a thing. Dumb nigga. So there you go. There's the justification for that, retard. Go ahead and explain why it doesn't apply to... Wait, if you're saying it doesn't apply to basically everything is a set of all things. If something is being described as a thing or identified as a thing, then it does have an identity because it's a thing. A thing is a thing. Oh my god, bruh. My Discord crashed like shit, boy. My fucking god, bruh. My Discord, like my Discord.
Wait, no, pause.
Wait. I was in the middle of explaining
what you said.
Okay,
that's why I'm asking you to explain. Go ahead.
So I thought he said prove the law of identity exists, which I did. I said that if it doesn't exist and you do not like none of your words have any meaning, you cannot speak. He didn't really disagree with that, so I'm like, okay, cool. He said it cannot apply to anything, and I asked him to justify that. But if he wants to justify, wait, shut the fuck up, you dirty ass bitch. You made another claim. I gotta attack. I was mid talking. He made another claim. What the fuck? He made another claim. He said, okay. So he said,
don't let him like use his black gaslighting though. Just saying.
God damn.
What's up, bitch? Stop pinging me in chat, nigga.
Come on, quit, please. Let's focus, come on.
Boy? Okay, cool.
Nigga, you eBay.
He said it wouldn't apply to anything. Anything. Wait, shut up, bitch. Anything is the set of all things, so anything that can be identified as a thing. If it's identified as a thing, it has an identity because a thing is a thing. GG's. It's not that hard. What? What's hard to understand?
Oh, he went to prep an argument. It's okay. Repeat what you said.
Nobody prepped the argument. Are you fucking stupid? I was literally mid. Wait, it's on the recording. I was mid saying that on my Discord crash. I was mid saying that on my Discord crash. You want the recording?
Okay, bro. That's what they all say.
You want the recording?
I've been saying that on my Discord.
Wait. Hold on. I literally got it on recording. I got it on recording. It's over.
I got a question.
I got it on recording.
Yo, wait, everyone, shut up. No, focus. I'm talking to you for a moment. Now, you were calling the question the reasoning he's using for why it's an identity or if it's an identity, right?
What?
Is that what you did? I didn't get to hear the full argument. They kind of were talking over you, bro.
No. Okay, so he asked me if I think the law of identity exists or whatever. That's what I thought he said. And I was like, yeah,
I never said that.
Okay, shut up, bitch. Okay, wait,
that.
Toxic, shut up, nigga. Damn. That's why I thought he said, right? That's why
I did not ask that.
You stupid, dirty bitch. What wrong with
Toxic,
you?
I'm trying to write
That's
our
why I said
transcript.
thought.
Like,
That's why I said thought.
Bro, saying
right?
you thought is pretty stupid.
Okay,
like,
shut up, bitch.
It's not that hard.
God damn,
like,
he won't. Okay, so I thought that he said that.
Focus.
Wait, shut up. So I said
D1
that.
dip.
Wait, chill. So that's why I said, wait, D1
Bro,
dipped. What
D1
happened
dipped.
to him?
Focus, please
Yes,
finish your
nigga.
point. I'm running it out, please.
I don't know, like,
Wait, I'm not gonna have
he
only what's the name? He's trying to be biased as hell. Or I can just give D1 the
I wouldn't be
recording.
biased. I'm literally writing. I wouldn't be writing out your email. I'm literally saying out here writing an entire fucking thing on what you're saying because I didn't get to hear the full thing of it.
Don't make fun of me, Daddy Toxic. Okay, bro.
Toxic, relax. Okay, no, Focus.
Just
I
go.
Oh, my bad, I had to get some. Okay, anyways, so Reaper, what I was trying to
now
say.
Focus. Can I
What?
please wait your argument now, please?
Okay, I got you. So what I thought he said.
Wait,
originally,
pause. I'm gonna write it. Wait, pause.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead. You're good.
Okay, what I thought he
You're good,
said
go ahead.
originally was, can you prove the law of identity exists? And then he tried to say prove its absolute after. So I proved it exists, right? But apparently he asked me to prove that it's absolute. Bro, he won't. Fuck, bro, shut up, bitch.
Yo,
That's
come
why
on.
I'm clarifying,
Come on,
nigga.
bro.
So I said, okay, cool.
Bro, why do you
What I
keep
was
saying my name, nigga?
Infinity, I don't know, because we've been in VC so much recently that I keep saying your name, bro.
Okay, cool, Reaper. So that's why I just now clarify because it's stupid nigga toxic, right? I said, okay, but apparently he said prove your absolute, and then he said, I don't think it applies to everything. I asked for justification. He said that was my original burden. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll just justify that real quick. So I said that anything is the set of all things, and like if something is a thing, then it's being identified as a thing because the thing is a thing. So everything must have an identity, or it's not a thing. If something does not have an identity, then it's not a thing, so it's not in the set of things, so it's not anything. GG's.
Now, your justification of why all things have an identity is because there's a set of all things, and all things is an identity.
Yeah,
that's kind of simple.
No, being described as a thing is an identity itself, because the thing is a thing itself, right? So all things.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to write this out.
Like, it's not that hard, right?
Okay, so, now what was your contention to this? I can't even toxic. I'm so brain dead right now. What was? You have a contention or not, bro? I'm trying to write this out. Come on, let's go.
We're getting into that right now.
Also, come on, I want to get into it now so I can like write it down. Come on.
Yeah, no. I'm just trying to fix like the misconception that he just brought into your little brain, trying to gaslight you. This little blackie here, right?
What?
Bro.
He's trying to say you have to fucking justify like it applying, like not applying.
Just justify it for him.
No. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Right, I'm just trying to fix that real quick, right? But I already explained Reaper. Like I went under the presupposition that he did not justify that. So therefore, I obviously took
Uh.
the stance that it does not apply to anything because he not justify that. It was his
Oh wait a
stance to
minute.
justify.
He just gave
I
the
just
set of all things
Yeah, it's
argument.
fine.
He just
Yeah, so
wanted to
contend that. So
to
stop fucking
justify it.
talking so much about
Yeah,
irrelevant
yeah.
shit, you dumb bitch.
Nah,
Fuck
I have
wrong
to
with you,
adjust
my
everything.
boy?
Fucking Blackie.
Fuck wrong
So,
with you.
anyways, so you think a thing is okay? Hold on. You think a thing is an identity?
No. I said that anything, if it's being described as a thing, then it has an identity because it's a thing. Do you know what a thing is? But I'm just gonna give you what I describe, or I'm just gonna give you what I think a thing is.
What's a thing?
A thing
Yeah, what's
is
a thing?
literally just anything that has That's kind of, it sounds circular, but I'm just using.
It has what?
Anything with any sort of properties that can be identified either conceptually or physically, right?
Okay, so let's. Okay, that's
so for
fine.
example, anything you can
Conceptually,
imagine, anything that exists physically in our reality, anything like that, right? I don't think that things like contradictions are things because you can't really imagine them.
That's a contradiction, little buddy.
Are you dumb?
Okay, you understand. You say anything that can exist conceptually. Do you think you know everything that can exist conceptually?
What? No. I'm saying that if this thing can logically exist conceptually,
You're
then it
supposed
has
to justify
an identity. You
it
stupid,
applying
dirty
to anything.
bitch. What are you talking about?
You're supposed to
Okay,
justify.
wait. Okay, wait.
He's not understanding.
Focus.
He's not understanding.
Listen, focus. Wait a minute. Listen. Here's the problem. Listen. Listen. I'm trying to say this for both of you. I don't care if this person's completely strawmanning the fuck out of your argument. Just please afterwards, you can say that whenever you're refuting what he's saying. Please say that afterwards. Just let the person speak. Both of you.
So Reaper, right? Christ. He's trying to say, well, that would mean you'd have to have knowledge of anything you can conceptualize or anything that's physical, right? I'm saying that anything is the set of anything that can be identified as a thing. I'm not claiming what these things are definitively. I'm saying that as long as a thing can possibly be identified as a thing, then it has identity. If it's not identified as a thing, it doesn't exist because it doesn't have an identity. Simple. It's not that hard. Like, it's
okay.
Also, I'll just change my judge to infinity because like D1 left. So
you're Reaper.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you, Toxic. What was the counter to this, bro? Come on.
Yeah,
okay, so I'm saying, right, since he like defined a thing, is that anything that can be like identified conceptually or physically, right? For him to actually attribute the fact that not everything actually, anything can like run under the law of identity, he has to first justify that he knows anything conceptually. Because for that to go through, right? No, bro, please shut the fuck up, you fucking Blackie.
You stupid bitch. The fuck
good,
up.
Good, right. Because he's trying to justify, anything running under the law of identity, right? And he's describing a thing as something that can be identified conceptually or physically. But we don't know just about anything. What? Yeah, the properties are physical or conceptual.
Oh my god, it's easy. If
it's already implied, dumbass.
Shut up. I can just do this with negative terms. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. If something does not have properties, then it's not a thing.
Hey, wait, we're getting somewhere now. Focus, we're getting somewhere now.
Wait, Reaper. I'll just explain it in negative terms. So you need knowledge on everything.
Sorry,
if something does not have any properties or cannot be identified in any way, it's not a thing. That's simple. Like it's not that hard, right? This would apply to.
Okay, but Focus. I'm saying this to you, right? You
cannot identify.
Wait, yo, relax. No, quit talking. Because it's gonna go circular. I'm not doing this again. Listen, Focus, listen. So he's using these negative terms, which you agree to have identities. I mean, inconceivable is inconceivable, right? You would agree that inconceivable is inconceivable, right?
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I'm not letting this go circular again. So I'm saying, would you agree that inconceivable? No, this is gonna go back to the main point.
We still talk about conceivable, you dumbass.
The negative terms point you're using right now is arguments.
Wait, no. We're talking. Okay. I'm talking about why the law of identity would apply to anything. I could just use again negative terms to define what I mean by thing because he's saying I need knowledge on everything. That's not what that is. No, you're fucking dumb. But whatever. I'll just use negative terms to make it easy. If it has no properties at all and cannot be identified in any which way at all, it's not a thing. So we can just deduce that if something fits the criteria of having any sort of properties at all that can be either conceived or perceived physically, then it is a thing. If it does not have any of that, right, then it's not a thing. We can just deduce that. It's easy.
Look at this video. So it cannot be perceived or conceived now.
Need knowledge on everything.
Is that what you're saying?
Wait, you said what?
Wait, is that what you're saying?
Wait,
is that what you're saying?
You have to repeat yourself.
Like it cannot, like if it can be perceived or conceived, that is what you said.
Yeah. So if it can be perceived or conceived as having any properties at all, then it is a thing. And a thing, if you're doing that to something, it must have an identity.
if hypothetically a ghost existed, does that mean it does not have an identity then?
A ghost existed?
Yeah.
Are you okay? You're defining that thing as a ghost, and what properties are you defining or are you giving to it? Right?
I mean, you cannot perceive them. I don't even have to explain.
No. You can still conceive it. It's still logically possible to perceive it. Yeah. I said perceive or conceive, and it's logically
possible to perceive.
No, you're not understanding. You're not understanding. I'm saying if you could prescribe properties to literally anything. Wait.
You guys are doing this again.
Wait. Okay, listen. If it's not, if you're saying that you cannot perceive it in any way, but it still exists, that's a property. Its property is not being able to be perceived with your eyes. It's not that hard to understand. If you're saying,
I mean, you did attribute
if you're saying that we cannot perceive or conceive something, that does not mean that it's logically possible for this thing to be perceived or conceived.
Okay, Reaper, you just fucking talked while you was talking. Can you please repeat?
Okay.
So
cool.
now,
wait, no, let me explain.
No, he's repeating.
I said that if us humans cannot perceive or conceive something or identify this thing as having any properties at all, right? Then that does not mean it's logically impossible for us to do this thing, right? Or for something to do this thing or to give this thing properties. If you're saying that this ghost exists, but one of its properties that it cannot be perceived by the human eye, that is a property, therefore it exists, therefore it's a thing, so it has an identity. Like, it's not that hard.
Okay, sure. I'll just get back into this real quick, right?
Yeah, the fuck. Damn right.
Do you think you have? Okay, I'll just get back into this real quick. Do you think you have knowledge on everything? Once again,
I think I have knowledge on everything. Wait. Do you want to just conclude? That doesn't mean anything.
Okay, I'll just elaborate then, I guess.
No,
right?
No, I know what you're
Since
saying.
you attributed its existence to being conceived, right? And existing physically and sometimes conceptually, right?
I said
if you don't know something, right? But no, I'm not done. By that argument, right? If you don't know something, right, because you cannot conceive of it, you just don't know of it, meaning it does not exist conceptually for you and physically, right? That thing does not have an identity. That's what you're saying.
Are you dumb? I already attacked that. Wait, no, we can conclude. I already attacked that. No, we're concluding right now.
You said what, Reaper?
No, we're concluding. No, shut up,
Okay,
Reaper. Why are you helping him? He's helping. Yeah, we're going to conclude right now. Yeah,
I literally just said, do you want to conclude?
We're concluding. Okay, cool. So basically,
you have to agree to that, bro. What the hell? Wait a minute. Pause.
Okay, do you agree? Toxic. Do you agree?
Wait, who agreed, bro? I don't know.
Do you agree to concluding?
That's what I'm saying.
I think I already won. I think I already won. Is
it hard for you to beat me like that?
Wait.
Are you okay, bro?
Wait. Do you think you won the point?
No. I'm just trying to understand your point because you're clearly implying that I'm not.
You clearly do understand my point. You just tried to give a refutation to it.
No. You're implying that I'm not understanding it, or do you think I understood it?
No, I mean I think you.
If I understand it, obviously I could have refuted it.
I just didn't think that you really refuted it properly.
No. If I actually understood, I could have refuted it, right?
I said no. That's not how it works. If you understand the argument, does not mean that you can refute.
I mean, it works in this case. It works in this case. It works in this case. That is.
Are you saying that if you understand the argument, you can refute it perfectly?
I said it works in this case.
It works in this case. How?
I can't. Okay.
What's different from any other case?
Fucking retarded. I'm saying right because.
What's different from any other case?
Anyways, I'm saying right. Oh my god, bro.
Shut for a moment. Did you guys actually define properties? Because did you guys define?
Yeah, no. He said. So, I think he said a thing is something that either exists conceptually or physically. That's what he said.
I said anything that can be described in conceptual or physical.
Wait, let him speak. Focus. You're saying anything that has properties is a property? But is that what you just said?
What? No, I said anything that has properties is a thing.
Saying okay, then what do you guys define thing as?
Wait. This doesn't.
No. Focus. He's asking what you define a property as, not a thing as.
Wait, no, he didn't.
No. He said a property is a thing. So I'm saying, what do you define thing as?
Anyways,
he used it synonymously. Okay.
No. He didn't ask me to define that within the point. We already are going to conclusion, so we can go.
Huh? Who agreed to conclude?
Stop being pussy, boy. Stop being pussy. We can just conclude.
I'm so fucking confused.
Yeah, cool.
Do you want to conclude? Yes or no?
Yeah, we can conclude. Go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to. Okay, he can restate his argument for the last time.
I'll restate it for the judge in my conclusion.
Dude, I'll literally. Wait, can I restate it?
I'm about to forget my conclusion. No, don't tell him. I'm about to forget my conclusion, bro.
That's your
We can make this thing progress a lot faster if you just repeat the argument, like I tell you, man. I don't like. It's not that hard.
Fuck. I don't think he contended. I think I already won. I want.
Because come on, bro. The point of this is to reach a synthesis, not to sit here and do this rat shit. Come on, bro. It's not that hard.
Bro, I swear to God, if he actually loses, I'm gonna get him.
Infinity. Okay, Infinity. Here's the problem, though. One's not agreeing to the conclusion, so either they progress the argument, they sit here. If you guys are both to stall and Belloc,
the synthesis where I win. I don't get no fuck. We can go ahead and just.
Yeah, if you synthesis, you win because you can't convince the other person if you're not telling your argument.
If he's, bro,
I'll convince Infinity. Infinity already knows. Infinity already knows what happened. It's over.
I do too. I already figured that out. That's why I'm saying, do you want to conclude or not?
Yeah, we can just conclude right now. That's completely fine.
Okay, Toxic, do you want to conclude yes or no?
I'm trying to get him to like restate his argument because I think it's like possible.
No, because you try to give
there's a possibility that I could be just
There's a possibility where anything. So shut up.
Even if I give like a refutation, it does not entail the fact that I actually knew of the entirety of your argument. Like,
then
listen
better. Bitch.
Okay, then repeat what you said.
I think I refuted everything you said.
We're listening. You're acting like you were listening adequately for the entire debate. Like you're being fucking retarded as well.
Can you just repeat what you heard me say so that I know that I don't have to like, repeat myself? Can you just repeat?
Just repeat what you said. Like what?
No, repeat what you heard me say.
Repeat. Okay, repeat what you said.
No, what?
Oh, saying repeat what he said. He's saying repeat. Okay, he's saying repeat what you thought he said. This is so dumb. Repeat what you thought he said, so he can finish.
Repeat what you thought I said. Like repeat my argument, because like I need to like, know that you aren't understanding. Right? You're saying you aren't understanding.
I'm not understanding.
You clearly acknowledge it, so I'm like skeptical.
That's fine. I'm not understanding. That's fine.
Okay, can you prove that?
Can repeat now, bro. What?
Can you prove that?
This nigga.
I'm waiting.
On niggas.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you think I understand?
Do I think you understand? I'm agnostic on that.
Oh come on! I'm not doing this. Yo, Infinity. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, no,
I'm not doing it all day.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. So Infinity. The reason why I won and slammed him is because basically.
What the fuck are you going on about? You're talking to him.
Shut up, bitch! I'm gonna talk to Infinity. If I want to talk to Infinity, that's my baby right there.
Dumb.
Okay. Yeah, bro.
So, I was playing. So basically, the reason is I'm trying to remember what the fuck he said because he wanted to say repeat your argument for 20 minutes. I kind of forgot what he said. So let me just sit here and think, butt ass naked. Hold up.
Okay, so it's an entire transcript in our DMs, bro. Yeah. There's an entire transcript. Just read it,
bro. What the fuck? Okay.
Literally just did that the entire time.
Wait, so he say something like, okay, well, if us humans cannot perceive or conceive something, then it doesn't have an identity.
How we can't perceive all? You have to prove we can perceive all things for us to even know a thing exists.
No, okay.
Dumb like that.
Wait, yeah. So he said some dumb shit. He was talking about the limits of our perception.
What did you say? No, wait. Beep, what did you say? I just want to make sure you're not like.
Okay, you said you have to prove that all things you know of before we can say that we can identify all things as a thing in itself.
That's not what he said. He said something really dumb. He said something that's really dumb. Yeah. He said something even worse than that. He said that if us humans cannot perceive or conceive. Oh yeah, he said something we don't know, right? So he said, what about something we don't know? Is that just not a thing because we can't perceive or conceive it? Which gets refuted by the last thing I said, which he didn't contend. I said that saying that we currently do not have knowledge on this thing does not mean that it's logically impossible to perceive or conceive this thing, which he did not at all attack. So GG's.
You said what?
I literally said earlier in the debate. I said, us having the current limits of our knowledge does not mean that things do not exist, because it's still logically possible that we can perceive or conceive something. Even like if we currently don't know it, it's still logically possible that we will know it one day, right? And saying that we don't know something, since we aren't going to conclusions yet because you ducked it, I'll just attack that. Saying we don't know something, we're prescribing a property. That property is that we don't know what it is yet, so it exists. GG's, that's a thing. It's a thing we don't know.
Oh, so you think something that's unknowable has a property?
Yeah, because it has the property of us not knowing it.
So it's part of the law of identity.
What?
If it has a property. You did say something that has a property.
Oh my god, are you dumb? Something we do not know.
What the fuck?
Well, I'm confused on what you're trying to say. This is so boring. Like this nigga.
You want me to repeat?
He's trying to argue lame ass nerd shit instead of scaling like a normal person, so I gotta be skeptic. Like, holy, bro,
That is
Reaper
like
and
an
Toxic,
old
bro.
person.
Why don't
Like,
y'all
Reaper.
like actually like scale y'all characters and y'all just do nerdy shit that don't even make any sense?
I'm
or,
not
like,
gonna
confuse
hold you.
people? Like both y'all.
Scaling is
I
pretty
literally
cute,
scaled my
shit,
character
like,
Focus yesterday.
Bro, oh
like,
my god, you
I
try.
am skilling my character though. Like what?
You're trying to use this dumb shit that sucks, bro. But are you gonna? He didn't even attack what I said again. So can we just
Toxic? You're gonna attack his argument. We're going to
No, he's
conclusions,
not.
bro.
He's
Because you're
not.
not
We
gonna
just
attack it. I'm going to
conclude. Yeah,
conclusions.
he's not attacking nothing.
Come on here, bro. Come on.
No, I asked him to repeat, nigga.
What? I just
Oh, he
repeated.
repeated it.
Oh my.
Yeah, repeat again. God damn.
He just did. Oh my god.
Annoying, bro.
Repeat
Yeah,
again.
just
No.
saying.
Alright, bro.
I think-
I ain't gonna lie,
no,
right?
no,
He gave you a
no,
chance.
It's gonna be the last time. It's gonna be last time.
I literally
swear to
just
God. I
gave
swear
you a
to God.
chance. I literally just gave you a chance, bro. Like literally.
No, it's gonna be last time. I swear to God.
Oh my god, you would have just lost. I gave you a chance and then you mess it up again. Like this is your fault for just like, bro, not listening. Like, oh my god. Can we just conclude?
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Whoa, bet. Okay, so Infinity. Basically, he tried to say that things we do not know, things that we do not know.
I don't even need this. I don't even need this.
Okay,
Focus, you're
cool.
good. You don't even need this.
Okay.
You don't even need this. Yeah, Toxic. I think
He
Focus
didn't
on this
put
point.
any argument for it. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
He didn't
Focus
give
on
an
this point. Like,
argument.
focus on this point.
What?
I'm not horning you. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even know. I mean, I know the exact reason. I thought you were gonna say something like really smart actually against that, but no. I was.
No. Hold on. You can speak.
Come
You
on.
can speak. No. What do you think you won?
Okay, yeah, sure. So the entire, I'll read out the transcript to you just in case you like did not remember anything. So the actual argument in itself. Okay. What'd you say? Okay.
No, you
So
can
starting out with the prove the law of identity exists and prove it's absolute, and then I don't think it applies to everything. What?
Did I ask that? I don't think I asked. I asked like.
You did. That was my burden. That was my burden.
You did. No, you did. You did, Toxic. You asked him to prove it's absolute. Focus said.
Yeah, I
He
asked
thought
him
you
if
said
it's
this, and you
absolute.
said I deny I said this. I asked him to prove the law of identity applies in all scenarios, which is technically absolute. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, that's okay. You said like.
No, he literally said absolute.
Said,
No,
like,
he literally said
prove it
absolute.
exists.
He literally said absolute. Like,
Well, I didn't even say absolute. That's why.
He did.
Oh,
He said
okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't think it applies to everything. I said anything in a set, therefore identity. A thing is anything to do with properties, and a thing you would have to have knowledge on anything, and anything that could be possibly being an identity. So the identity, he says we can't conceptualize all things before arguing. You can't go under. I use negative terms for these things, which this is what Focus brought up. Oh, I'm using negative terms.
Yeah.
So it's an identity. And then I'm gonna go to the next part. You can go under these negative terms for these. If it has no properties, it's negative terms. So we can deduce from these it's a criteria of if all properties are abstract or physical.
Oh my lord!
It can still be deduced as a thing with an identity.
Reaper. Stop speaking
What?
at FTL speed. Relax.
Okay,
It's not
okay.
a debate.
I'll just explain slowly.
God, I
So,
don't know why you speak
so
fast.
I use the
No,
negative
Reaper's
terms.
fine. No,
Okay,
Reaper's
cool, go
fine.
ahead,
No,
go ahead,
Reaper's
go
fine.
ahead.
I think Reaper will
Toxic,
explain.
listen. So I'm just gonna read out like
yeah.
half this because only like half this is needed.
Yeah, just don't speak fast, cause goddamn, I don't know why you
A
speak.
Bring up where he
thing
lost.
is anything. I mean, he asked me to reason it. I'm not gonna sit there and leave the dude hanging. Okay, I'm gonna read to you. A thing is anything to do with properties, and you would have to have knowledge on anything and anything that could be possibly being an identity. So it's an identity. He says you can't conceptualize all things before arguing. All can go under. I'm going to use negative terms for this. If it has no properties, I still can argue inconceivable as a negative term, so we can deduce from this it fits the criteria of an identity. If all properties are abstract, and even if it's abstract or physical, which this is so dumb, this is clearly contradictory. He still won it though. Physics. So can we deduce that a thing is still an identity, and I think if identified as an abstract or a physical thing can still be a thing and it's an identity. So you didn't really contend a thing is an identity, a thing is a thing itself, and you kind of let him get the definition off that it's an abstract and physical thing itself. So even if it's a concept, it's still being identified as a thing in itself, being an identity.
Yep. And then wait, I just want to bring one more thing.
For him to actually, no, hold on. Yeah, what I'm saying is like for him to actually suffice that, right? Him saying that. He defined like a thing as something that either exists conceptually and physically, right? And he's saying like this law of identity applies to anything. But for him to suffice that, will obviously have to entail that he have to know like just about anything conceptually.
No, that's
Would
why
it
I use
not,
the negative terms
just like-
to deduce that.
Okay, what is? Okay, you just said negative terms.
I'll
I'm
be
just
right
trying to
back.
understand
Like,
what did it
a minute
entail in this
top.
case.
Okay, cool. So if I deduce that something that has no properties is not a thing, that means that we can just deduce that anything that has properties is a thing. That easy. I don't need knowledge on everything, right? Wait, let me just give an example. Let's say that it's kind of an ass example, but let's just say in the world there's only two colors. There's only blue and red, and every object is either one of these colors. If I just say that I'm talking about every red object, and you tell me to prove that I have knowledge in everything that's red, if I just say, okay, well, it's everything that's not blue. If that thing is not blue, then it fits the criteria of what I'm talking about, so it'll just go through.
Okay, so you're making an analogy like with the only two colors, that being red and blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not blue, it's red. Is that what you're saying?
If it has properties, it doesn't. That's what it correlates to. Or if
What if it's not red and
it
it's
doesn't?
what if it's not red and it's not blue?
That's okay. I literally said
No,
that's only
toxic.
both of those.
No, toxic. Wait a minute. I'm just saying on this point exactly though. You would lose that everything is an identity. Now this just means everything. Now you can argue some fiction, but in this case it does mean.
Though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he warranted that.
Wait, also, Reaper, I just want to say one thing. His main refutation
I'm
was that...
saying him... Okay, bro.
I know his refutation was Focus. I fully paid attention. I fully tracked every argument. I know what it was. It's all
I'm
good.
saying him warranting that, like, literally presupposes that conceptually...
Well, no, this is where you're not countering this, though. You let him get the definition off that a thing refers to things that are immaterial and material. That is the most retarded thing I've ever heard in my life, because it's not, but...
Okay,
that's not even if it's a concept. Here's the problem, though. Even if it's a concept, still even if it's a concept, say it's not physical, for example, because you can't see it. It's still under the identity of a thing.
Yeah.
Bro, Reaper, you're not understanding.
Why did you let him get that definition off?
No, I'm actually attacking the definition, though. I'm putting it into question.
No, you aren't. What
the concept.
No, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. You called in the question later on about like if an identity can go in. The only thing you called in the question was, oh, can identity extend to illogical things or things that we don't even know of? And he's saying, well, let's say for example, negative terms like inconceivable. Wait a minute, this way you didn't attack this. He uses negative terms. He says, oh, even if something is inconceivable, still under because an identity is an identity still. And he even argues that it's a thing. Even things that are abstract, we can't even determine or understand ourselves, so it would still be a thing.
Yep.
No, I get that, right? But I'm saying that he cannot possibly justify that if he does not have knowledge of that.
He's saying even if he doesn't have knowledge on a thing, it's still can be identified under a thing because you let him get unknowing things are still a thing.
Yeah, that's literally what I want. So wait, he said okay, so things you don't know. Wait, let me explain. He said things you don't know
toxic.
aren't things.
Toxic. You could definitely still pull off things. All this means right now is that any character I'm not even gonna say fiction. I'm just gonna say everything so far has an identity.
Wait, okay. Let me just explain to you, Reaper. So his main refutation.
No, let's focus. I'm literally warranting your argument perfectly, bro. I know what your argument is. It's so rad.
How I won twice. So I just want to explain to Infinity too how I won twice. So, he said, "What about things you don't know?" I said, "Okay, well, one, I justified how things we don't know is still a thing, and also I justified how, if we don't know a thing, it's still logically possible to perceve or conceive."
So this debate has me buzzing the fuck out.
Okay, cool. So everything's a thing. You want to continue your scaling. So everything has an identity.
Okay, hold on. What was the justification for even things that we don't know of being a thing? Because that's what I put into question.
And by the way, By the way, toxic. Focus did plop in imagination. And I'm telling you this. So Focus did, like, whenever he was defining and saying it works on all concepts and things like that, he did plop in imagination. So this would work in all fiction too. Like, I'm not trying to hold you, like rat or like be biased because I love you and all.
That he has knowledge on
the problem is he wanted it. Even if he doesn't have knowledge on these things, they can still go under the term of thing. Therefore, even unknowing and knowing.
It doesn't matter. He literally.
Yeah, speaking to me. It's fine.
Toxic, and by the way, he did, I don't know if you heard this or not, but he did, low-key, whenever he was to talk about the things part, he literally said all imagination concepts, and he got I'm saying he got the reasoning off, so if he wanted that point, he got the imagination off, so all fiction is bound by an identity. Okay, so now I'm saying for both of you, now, if I hear an illogical thing, it's going to result in just, like, more of a factor of, like, it's not going to work in fiction. Like, it's not going to, for either of you.
Okay, cool, so his character can't be described
I'm still not hearing it warranting shit, but...
Okay, listen, Toxic. I'll literally have an hour discussion with you after this of how we did. Okay?
Sure, that's fine. Yes, fine.
Okay, cool. So if you take his character that's apparently or what he's trying to claim is ineffable, if you claim that character has an identity, then it would contradict his stance because he's being described with a positive term. That positive term is that this thing can be identified or has.
My stance is here. No. My stance is my character beats your character. That's
no, I'm saying your premise. I'm attacking your premise. Oh my god, like you know what I'm saying, but.
Okay, premises are out of the way. Focus. Premises are out of the way. You're good. Focus. His premises are out of the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's fine. We're already past that.
Okay, so he's
the new scaling.
Oh, it's new scaling.
So it is new scaling.
Cool.
So also, I mean, Focus, you don't have to repeat it now. It's just new scaling at this point, bro.
Damn, that dog is cute as fuck.
I'm assuming you have more scaling, Toxic.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you.
What?
Bro, I'm looking at this dog on TikTok. I don't know.
Yo,
shit. Look at General, right? Hold on.
This is recorded, right?
Yes.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. No, I mean like
nah. You're a do file.
You say you want to fuck a dog. You're dirty.
No, whoa, we gonna say that? What the fuck? I already did that.
He said he would fuck a dog. No way.
Infinity crazy.
Wait,
I wasn't even trying to be
would?
biased. I told you I'd be neutral.
Wait, Reaper, you would do that?
No, no,
Jack-
no, oh no, no,
yeah,
never.
Reaper, what?
No, no, no.
Well, yeah,
You're the one who
what?
said it, bro.
Excuse me?
No. Sweet. He's the one who said it. Dog was looking fine as hell on TikTok. So I was like, you little zoophile.
Nah, bro. No, dude. I come off mute just to hear that, bro. There's no defending.
Oh
you.
yeah, I was repeating what he said. Like we were making jokes at him. We are like laughing at him.
No, I did
Nah,
not.
you kept him
Yeah,
down.
you did. Focus. He not say that, bro. He's gonna baby up all in that dog.
Yeah, that's what he said.
What? I said that. Okay, man, you're a troll. I
Infinity,
never
that's
said I would fuck.
crazy, bro. Infinity, that's insane, dude. These allegations are wild.
You know I like.
Alright,
cats.
sure,
I
it's
would
fine.
never-
Hold on.
Yo, what?
Reaper. Anyways, I'm getting this. Yeah, I'm scaling right now.
Okay, go ahead. Got mute.
So yeah, Focus. Suppose you have like 3 dimensions. Yeah, suppose you have 3 dimensions, right?
Okay.
And suppose you have an empty set, right?
What's an empty set?
The moment you say, it's a set with no elements, right?
What's a set?
No cardinality. A set. Okay, you can think of it as a container, I guess, in this
Okay,
case.
so we have a box, right? It has nothing in it.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
cool. So a box is nothing in it. Okay, go ahead. Wait, a container with nothing?
Yeah. I mean, like,
Wait, but it is a thing
I
because
mean, like-
we're identifying it as being inside of a box
What?
or being trapped inside of a box, so it is a thing, so it's not nothing.
huh?
This nigga.
You said, what'd you say?
I said that it is a thing because we're identifying the space inside of the box as being empty, so it is a thing. So it's not nothing.
Okay, so like, how does
You
that
mean
work in
nothing
argument?
physical in the box? Just like space, like I mean, there's
It has
space
no
inside the
elements.
box.
It just has no elements.
Okay, cool. But the element is that
I mean,
if
it cannot
by element
have-
you mean things. It has space inside the box.
Just think of like a set A that contains maybe like elements being the apples,
Okay,
I
cool.
guess.
Apples. Okay, we got apples.
In like comparison, an empty set will be that which has nothing.
Look, no, but it doesn't have nothing.
What?
It doesn't have nothing because it still has like space inside of the box. And it's being described.
I mean,
It's being
it
described.
depends. It depends. It
It's
depends.
being described or
It depends, by the
conceived
way.
as an empty space that's being contained inside of a set, which is a thing.
I mean, I don't think that. Okay, what do you think space is?
Well, I think
I think
space
it's
is.
just realistic, like spatial dimensions.
Do
Do you think if something has no spatial dimensions and temporal dimensions is space? Okay, no, hold on. Do you think something that has like no spatial dimensions and temporal dimensions is space?
That's not. No. We're using a box. If a box is like a.
It's fine. We can drop the box analogy. I'll just use space.
Okay, then what? Okay, you're gonna use space. Okay, so it's space.
Yeah, it's fine. Do you think? Okay, no. I'm asking you, right? Do you think something that has no spatial dimensions or temporal dimensions is space?
Oh no.
Okay, it's nothing. Good. That's
No,
fine. That's what an
but
empty
it's
set
something.
is.
It's something that's being defined as outside of space and time.
Huh? What?
It's something because it's being defined or conceived as being outside of space and time.
It's something that something is nothing. There you go. You done?
It's something that something is nothing. That's a contradiction. Something can't be something and nothing at the same time.
It's not a contradiction.
Yes, I don't think nothing exists.
This is literally a paradox. Literally. Okay.
I don't think.
Okay, it's fine. I
Wait,
use
I don't think-
consistent logic. Very consistent logic. That's fine. No,
Why
very
are
consistent
you
logic.
still
versus
Oh no.
Wait. Didn't I already win that the classical logic is like applies
Well,
to
here's the
everything?
problem.
Yeah. Okay. Look.
No.
Okay,
You
look.
want identity. You want identity, not the truth thing.
Yeah,
Let's not go
identity,
into
brother.
all people's
Identity
logic.
applies to all
There's no-
contradictions. Identity applies to all the other laws of logic too.
Okay, wait a minute. All the identity says.
Okay,
all the
yeah,
identity
like
says
it
X equals
applying
X,
does not mean
anything
that
itself and
contradictions
equals in
would
itself.
follow.
Wait, no. Okay, you're not understanding. I'm saying that it's like for example, something like the law of non-contradiction or the law of excludability being violated will also violate the law of identity. Therefore, we can deduce that anything that violates the law of identity would violate the laws of
Focus. Wait a minute.
non-contradiction,
What if
excludability.
it? Wait a minute. Here's focus. Wait a minute though.
No.
Actually, wait. Am I the one? Actually, here's the. Actually, wait. No, it's my debate. I'll let him argue it against you. I can't give an opinion on it. Go ahead. Foxy. This is up to you to argue against him.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you can repeat yourself because I thought you were talking to Reaper and shit. So
If we deduce that everything is bound by the law of identity, if something is not bound by the law of identity, it would defy all the laws of logic, right? Because if something is something and not something at the same time, that obviously defies the law of identity. If something is not something and not nothing at the same exact time, that's the law of excluded middle. Then it is again define the law of identity because it has no identity. Wait. Hold up. We can deduce that all things or something defies the law of identity, or define the law of identity would also defy the other 3 laws of logic too, right? So it would just be the same thing. It would just be absolute through all the laws, right?
Not really. I won't say that. You already posited like the existence of something that's immaterial before.
What?
In your previous point.
No, I'm saying
you posited the existence.
You're not understanding.
Yeah.
I'm saying that when I won the law of identity, that means that I won the points on exclude middle and non-contradiction too. I'm explaining why that it would follow.
No.
Okay,
Focus,
you're not
focus.
following.
Wait a minute. Pause. Focus. I'm saying that I would say identity, but it's up to you two now to argue upon if the law of identity denotes all the other factors of the laws of
thought.
thought.
That's what I just did. And I just explained why.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's fine. Right. I'm saying that he already posited the existence of something that's immaterial, and he already posited that thing being a thing itself.
What does that mean? Wait, so you're saying that if something is immaterial, aka not physical, it's still a thing because you can conceive it?
What?
Is that what you're saying? Is that what you meant by immaterial?
No, I didn't say that.
What? Okay.
Something that's immaterial is something that has no spatial properties, no temporal properties.
Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Maybe I'm misunderstanding here because I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not understanding your argument for shit,
He's
bro.
Not refuting anything.
Okay, Reaper. In like one of like Fokus's previous points, he posited the existence of something that's immaterial, and he referred to it as a thing.
Okay.
So yeah, he does agree that a thing can be nothing. It can have like no spatial properties, no temporal properties, and still be a thing.
That's what he agreed to. No, I don't mean literally nothing. Okay, when I say the word nothing, I mean literally like.
No, he's hedging. We don't care.
No. I just want to tell you what I meant when I said nothing, because like he got it misconstrued. Yeah, I see his point too. So what I meant by nothing is I meant something that again defies the definition we gave for a thing earlier, which is basically having no identity or having no identifiable properties at all, whether that be conceptual or physical. So if you're identifying this thing as being outside of space and time, then that thing would still be a thing, right? Because it would have the identity of being outside of space and time.
Cool, but that would not contradict it being immaterial because you already posited that something
can be immaterial. That's fine. I'm just disagreeing something can be nothing.
That's fine.
Nothing. Wait a minute. I gotta catch him up. Focus. Listen. I think he's defining nothing as in a different context than you. He's kind of saying it as in a immaterial, like in a non-temporal and non-spatial way.
How did it take y'all 10 minutes to realize
wait.
this?
Okay.
I realized the second time he said it. Like, as soon as he said it the second time, I realized it.
Oh my god. If you're defining it as non-spatial and non-temporal, then that would be literally you conceding that any character you try to get that's non-spatial, non-temporal would be nothing, which would mean that they don't have an identity, which is what we went through. Because something that is literally
no, it's not gonna work like that. You already posited. No. Like Focus, you already posited something that's immaterial, which I technically define as nothing, right? As something that can exist as a thing.
Okay, cool. Wait, no, nothing can exist as a thing. That's a contradiction. We're using nothing in two different ways.
You already posited that. Just say
atemporal, aspatial. It's not that hard.
Yeah, that is what I define as. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, cool. That's not what I define as nothing. I define as nothing as again, something that goes against identity, right? So something that doesn't abide by the law of identity.
Okay, what properties does something that's immaterial have? Please tell me.
I'm not sure. It's not my burden to prove it all. I mean, wait, if you're saying it has no properties or it has no identity, then again, that would just be conceding that if you're trying to get your character to this level.
No, it's not going to be conceding because you already posited like the existence of something that's immaterial and still being a thing.
Wait, you know what I meant by immaterial? Wait, I have
a question. There's only one definition of immaterial.
Wait.
What are you talking about?
No, I have a question. You're not understanding. What? Okay, when I imagine nothing, I imagine like a void, literally nothing that you can conceive or perceive at all.
What do you think something that's immaterial is?
Enough. He's literally just saying nothing. Okay, immaterial. He's just literally saying that in the side of this empty set, there's literally just an immaterial. It's just immaterial, nothing temporal, nothing spatial. Okay. You guys don't have to argue definitions. It's just an analogy. It's literally an analogy. You guys don't have to argue upon definitions for this.
I just want to. Okay, we have two different definitions and nothing though. Like, I'm just saying, but whatever.
Okay, so he can just start saying the box in an empty set is just immaterial.
Wait, no. Okay, wait. I just want to say something. So he said, what properties does something that's aspatial and atemporal have? If you're saying that it has no properties, if we define something if we define a thing as anything that can be identified as having any set of properties or identity, right? If he's saying that something that exists completely outside of spatial temporality would have no properties at all, then that would mean that it doesn't exist or would defy the law of identity. But but he said,
yeah, you already posited its existence.
Listen. You said that I posited its existence. You don't understand.
Yeah, in your
said,
previous
shut up,
point,
nigga. Damn, I said something we can give conceptual or physical properties. If we can give something that's if we give something conceptual properties, for example, I can imagine an apple conceptually, but it does not have that physical property. That's what I meant. If we cannot conceive this thing, then it has no properties, conceptual or physical, that we can give to it, so it wouldn't be a thing at all.
What?
Reaper, do you understand?
So wait, you think? Okay, do you think conception, right, is temporal and spatial?
That's not what I said. No, you're not understanding. I'm saying that
Okay.
I'll give the apple analogy one more time. So you said immaterial. When I said conceptualize, I mean kind of things like ideas of things. For example, we have the abstract idea of an apple. We get that idea or that idea is a derivative of us. Like,
is the idea apples. Spatial or temporal? Before you move on, is the idea spatial or temporal?
I wouldn't say it is, because no, it's not. You can't touch a fucking.
Okay,
idea.
so it's immaterial.
Oh no, but it has conceptual properties still. You're not understanding. Oh my god, I'm saying that nothing is.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. Pause. Focus.
Wait, he's not understanding.
No.
Wait, Reaper.
Keep saying a property is a. Wait, I'm gonna get this right. Focus. Your argument was essentially already, because you guys already defined properties before. I asked you to define it. You defined it before in the last point. If anything can be identified as a thing, and it's a property in itself. You already said that in the last point. You kind of won that point.
So identity is basically, or identity or concepts, basically just properties used in conjunction. For example.
So it would hold a property, but it wouldn't hold a physical property. That's how it's
so
gonna go.
If I have the conception of apples, it's literally just what we know as what we know of as apples, just without.
This is literally you guys explaining what properties are. You guys don't need to do all this. Like he's like, listen.
I just want to say something. I want to say something. So he has like a misconception.
I'm saying like.
So he asked me what properties something spatial and aspatial and atemporal have. I said in this case I can imagine things like concepts and I can assign them conceptual properties, so they would have properties. Mm-hmm. But he's trying to, so he said, okay, well, is that spatial?
Wait a minute, focus. Here's the problem, though. Is if you can identify something, it's a property. But in this empty set, but she's saying, I'm gonna say a causal set, or like a material. We'll say material set. What's wrong with it? Okay,
wait. Can we have the idea of
set? Did you just say? Let me ask this. Let me ask this. Let me ask this. But I've been waiting to ask this forever.
Nigga, you just made him concede.
Yeah, I don't.
Huh?
What the fuck? Did you just say if you can identify something, it's a property?
I said on the point before. He said if it's our Focus is arguing that like right now, literally. Yes.
And he won that point, right?
Yeah.
Won the point on if all things are. It could be all if all things could be identified as a thing.
Yeah.
Did his definition get left uncontended?
Yes. I won that point.
The definition of properties are kind of discussing it right now, kind of. I'm not gonna hold you.
We're not. Hold on. You're not understanding.
Okay. Are they discussing right now when he won that point?
You're saying he won the last point, so he won the entirety of all things being identified. But here's the problem with this.
No, he defined the property.
Wait a minute. Focus. Here's the problem, though. Are you saying being immaterial is an empty set? Wait, no. I'm asking Focus something. No. Focus. Are you saying due to having an identity, it's not a non-empty set?
Wait, what?
Can identify nothingness as nothingness, then it would be something by definition be the last, like virtually the last point that he just won.
Wait, chill. For example.
Yeah, and then they defined. Then they went on to say, "Oh, we're not going to use the term nothingness anymore." That's why I'm like bringing this up right now.
Let me make it easy for you, right? So I think nothing is something that has no conceptual or physical properties, so it would have no identity, right? Based on what we went.
You just thought of it as.
That's why he changed. That's why Focus. Wait, that's why he changed the term.
You just thought of it as.
Shut up, nigga. Damn. Shut up.
Reaper. Let me explain. That's what I was gonna go to, right? So then he said what properties does something aspatial and atemporal have? Because that's what he defined nothing as. And I was trying to get that as like I asked him, I was like, okay, are you saying that it has no properties? And it kind of seemed like he agreed. He didn't really like respond, right? So I said, okay, if this thing has no properties, then this thing cannot be identified conceptually or physically, because we know conceptual things. We know that properties are conceptual as well. If this thing has no conceptual or physical properties, it isn't a thing, so it doesn't exist. But wait, let me say one thing. He kind of conceded on this one point because I brought up the apple thing. He's like, is the idea of the apple spatial and temporal? And I said, no, it's just the concept of it. And he said, okay, cool. But that thing has properties. The other thing that you just brought up doesn't.
Okay, but wait a minute, guys. Okay, Infinity, I'll talk to you about this because I feel like I'm getting nowhere with talking to Focus. Because I'm not saying you're retarded or anything like that. I asked that really blank question, and I feel like it's getting answered. Infinity. Remember how he brought up the empty set point, and then he said, "Oh, it's nothingness." And he says, "Oh, I define nothingness as something that breaks the law of law of our thoughts, shit like that." And then they go on to argue, "Oh, well," he said, "Well, I think it's different. I think I'm saying it's immaterial." So here's the problem. Focus. Are you saying due to it having a property, it's not an empty set?
No, due to it having a property, it's a thing.
Well, it's a thing, yeah. So
wait, okay, Focus. You're saying the property is it being immaterial?
Not nothing.
Okay, exactly.
No, okay.
You're denying the existence of all things that don't.
Bro, these niggas,
the thing where we have the disagreement on is where I said, right? I was like, okay, so if you're just defining it as aspatial, atemporal, that's fine. It can still exist because it still would have properties, right? It's fine. And he said, what properties does something that's aspatial and atemporal have? Almost kind of implying that they don't have any. And I even asked him, he didn't really contend that. So he's kind of implying that things that are aspatial and atemporal don't have properties. And then I said, right, I was like, okay, then you're conceding that nothing can exist like that. But he's like, no, but you already agreed to immaterial existence. But when I said immaterial existence, I meant, and I clarified, not something that has no properties, but something that has conceptual properties or exists conceptually. For example, the concept of an apple isn't spatial or temporal, but it still has properties. That's different from something that has no properties at all. There's two different things.
And Reaper, since he won the last point, that means things.
I know, Infinity. I was the one who literally spoke up and said that like 5 minutes ago, bro.
Wait, so who are you saying that lost, Infinity?
Okay, so where's the misconception?
I'm just saying it right here. Like, listen. I'm asking Focus something because like he keeps like going. I asked him one question. I just want a yes or no, and it keeps going past this like yes or no point. Focus. Are you saying due to it being immaterial, it still holds a property, so it's not an empty set? Yes or no? That's all I want. If you're saying no, okay, I got it. If you're saying yes, to say yes or no, please. So I won.
I'm trying to think. So you're saying that if it's immaterial,
it holds the identity still. Holds an identity still.
It holds
which
an
is
identity?
a property.
Okay, if it holds an identity,
you agreed that all things in fiction. Okay, yeah, but how does that? Okay, that's what I'm asking you. Are you saying due to it having a property, it's not an empty set?
Due to it having a property, it's not. Yeah. Because that's not what I define nothing as.
Saying that?
Yeah, so I'm saying that if it has a property, then it's a thing, so it's not nothing. But he's saying nothing is like. He's saying nothing is aspatial, atemporal, but then he was like changing around his definition. He said that it is this is aspatial, atemporal, but I'm like, okay, then you're conceding that nothing like that can exist. And he's like, no.
Okay, now wait a minute. Here's what this goes through this Infinity. This is where this is a little bit left unhinged still because listen, this is where like Toxic can still sit here and like, well, I'm not giving him arguments. I'm just saying. The problem is we can't say he lost the entirety of the point because Toxic can still argue that okay, it holds a property, sure, but that doesn't mean that it's still not an empty set as we utilize these things. Or like he can argue that still. That's why I'm like saying like this is not a done point yet.
Bro, he said it was a dumb point. I'm just so confused because y'all started.
No one thought it was kind of a GG once he said the identity point. I thought so. I was like, no.
What are you talking about? No, I didn't.
I thought you were kind of. It's whatever. It's whatever. Blah blah blah. I don't care. Okay, just finish. Come on.
So toxic. So there's two things, right? If this quote unquote empty set is literally nothing and has no properties, then it doesn't exist. If you're saying that it's just aspatial, atemporal.
I mean, it exists.
Okay. But
I think it exists as a conception. So.
Okay. So you're saying this thing can have conceptual properties, but it lacks physicality in temporal dimensions.
Yeah, physically speaking.
Okay,
sure,
cool.
that's
So I
fine.
can conceive it. So for example, the concept of an apple would be fine. I can prescribe that thing. I can prescribe.
Yeah, you can conceive of you can conceive of a empty set. So obviously, as concept, sure, that's fine. We can continue then.
Okay, so so an empty set, for example, would be the concept of an apple.
Not really.
What?
No.
The way you defined it was something that's aspatial, atemporal, that has conceptual properties. So an apple would be a perfect example.
Yeah, but it's not going to be a concept of an apple. So
that's no. I'm using that as an example.
No.
Would that example fit?
Okay, if you're using that that's fine. Actually, if you're using that as an example, then I guess that's okay. Sure.
Okay, so it's not empty, but it's not spatial or temporal. Okay, cool. Go ahead. The fuck? It's not a.
Cool.
Okay.
Now, the moment you try to input,
you like toxic.
That's
Did you actually read the stuff you're arguing?
What? What did you say?
No, bro.
All niggas just went on.
Oh God, that's why I'm saying this point is so dumb. You guys already like we're going past this.
I was gonna say this, and I was like sorry to say it, but I was gonna say okay, then it's not an empty set; it's a aspatial, atemporal set. So the set isn't bound by spatial and temporal dimensions. but it has a thing inside of it. So.
Oh, niggas, bro. I got it.
Bro, I'm so confused. My
I'm
niggas
not
just
gonna
keep
hold you,
talking. So
bro.
what's actually happening? What's
This
actually
is
happening?
Okay, so go ahead and define your go ahead and explain why your aspatial atemporal set means anything.
Oh yeah, cool. Whatever.
'Cause
So
empty
if
means
you were to
containing nothing.
input,
So go no, my bad, go ahead.
the moment you say like you input any amount of dimension, obviously it's gonna contradict the axiom of axiom of empty sets, which obviously if it contradicts that, then that was never in what?
Wait, there's
What?
no there's
You
no
want me to
empty
repeat?
sets. It's aspatial
What?
atemporal sets. That's what we're calling them because they're not empty.
No, okay. Something being called empty does not mean it's hyperliterally empty. So
Okay,
it's
so
just
what
called
is
an
it?
empty set.
Okay.
I just explained to you what an empty
so
set
it's
is.
not, wait, so it's not
Dude,
hyper.
Something that has no elements.
No, you guys are going circular again.
Wait,
It's going circular.
hold on,
Listen,
I just want to establish something.
Bro.
So it's not hyper literally empty. It has a thing inside of it.
What? I said it has conception. The
No,
He's saying
conception.
yeah, that's the
empty
thing.
to the standards of these two conditions he put.
What did you say, Titty?
Okay.
All an empty set is an immaterial, like an atemporal place. God, not a place. I can't say it's place, but still, you get it. Christ.
I know what you mean. Okay,
We're
so
arguing now.
we're using an apple. Okay, so it has a conceptual apple inside of it. So it's not empty. Go ahead. Go on with your.
You said it has a conceptual apple, though.
That's my example. I'm giving.
Hold
That's my
ideas,
analogy.
bro. Like this
That's
is
what
so
I'm gonna use.
dumb.
Okay, cool. So
Come on,
Bro,
continue.
like,
Let's go.
okay, that's,
go ahead and
yeah,
go ahead and
it's
explain
fucking
your
retarded.
outerversal
That-
apple set.
Sure, obviously, whatever.
Alright.
Suppose that you have 3 dimensions, and these 3 dimensions. Yeah. Suppose you have 3 dimensions, and you have like an empty set, right? If you can input any amount of dimensions within those empty set, then it was never an empty set to begin with, which contradicts the axiom of empty set. Wait, what?
Why?
I think it's already so verified within the debate. It's aspatial and atemporal.
Okay.
So,
Are you saying that? Okay, but are you saying that dimensions cannot be added later on?
yeah, it'll contradict the axiom of empty sets.
Let's say, for example, our universe. Let's just presuppose that God fucking exists, or something happened, or there was no time, no space at all, and then something just happened, or God created something, and He created all space and time. Was that? I think that would be a good example of something. An empty set being filled with space, right?
Okay. When God would hypothetically create the universe, obviously creates space time. So.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we had no space, no time, and then He just put it in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you disagree that you can just put space and time inside of something that has no space and time originally? Okay, cool. Concession on that point.
No, not
That's
really.
what he disagreed to.
The analogy only works for God. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, what? Why does it only work for God?
I already told you. Here, it'll contradict the axiom of empty sets.
No, that's what's in question. The axiom is what's in question. I'm asking you why this is
the axiom. Okay. Do you think? Are you trying to go against axioms? Then it's fine.
I'm not going against all axioms. I'm going against this one because I just provided one that would contradict it. Wait, he just concede. I want to explain it. Infinity.
Yeah, wait
No.
Wait a minute. Pause.
Okay.
You kind of got half your
Okay,
argument
sure.
out. He cut you off, and he said yeah because he thought like we were saying half and half. But then you finished the sentence out, and he was like, "Oh wait, no, I didn't say that," because he kind of cut you off midway and hear the full argument. So he agreed to half of it, but didn't hear the second half of it.
That's not what happened. Wait, I just want to tell Infinity. So Infinity, he said that a aspatial atemporal set cannot have any dimensions put inside of it or created inside of it. And I said, okay.
I said the analogy only works for God.
Yeah, why does it only work for God? Why? What's the difference?
Because if God existed, he'd probably be capable of doing things that are thought of as logical contradictions.
Wait, why?
We can get into the God's existence debate right now.
Yo, not this again.
Oh my God, we're gonna get into theology.
You say wait what? Okay, you say wait what?
Wait, hold on. Is it logically possible to place dimensions inside of a aspatial atemporal set?
I don't. What?
Is it logically possible to place dimensions inside of an aspatial atemporal set?
That's actually a logical contradiction.
Wait, why?
Do you think it's possible to do that?
Why are you asking me? I'm asking you to prove your burden. I don't give a fuck what you're asking me. Do I think
You understand? Okay, you understand? Okay, no. You understand that something that's immaterial, like, has no temporal dimensions as well, right?
No, but I'm asking why.
So that'll be saying, okay.
You're not understanding.
I'm getting into that. I'm saying, right, change happens because of temporal dimensions. If it does not exist, then obviously it's a logical contradiction you already say change happened in something that's atemporal, for example.
I'm asking
because the progression of event.
You're
Yeah.
saying it can't change to
What's
be
up?
spatial because it has no temporal dimension.
Oh, it was more than that, but
That's kind of
it can't have change. It can't have change because no temporality is existing.
Okay, but what I'm asking him why can't you just shove it in there? Like, what's the logical contradiction? Why can't you just shove it in there to the point where
I
it can't
just
change
literally already explained. Like time is what's responsible for a progression of events. So
or a progression of event. Okay, cool. Why can't why can't you have no progression of events and then you get another set? And then, all right, let's say you have two sets, right? One of them is I'm just arguing shit. I'm not gonna lie. Let's say you have one that's aspatial, atemporal, and one with space and time, and you just shove them together. What's the logical contradiction with that? You're saying that that this thing has no spatial or temporal dimensions. I'm asking why you cannot just add them later on. Like, what's the issue with that? You're saying that
I already explained though.
Yeah, you said because it cannot change, but now it can because it has that thing. That's why I'm asking why can't that happen?
That's not what I said.
I'm just arguing random shit. I'm not gonna. Oh shit! No, okay.
Are you gonna actually refute it, or?
That's what I just did.
You did not, but we can go to conclusions, I guess.
Wait, he didn't hear what I said, but I just gotta say one thing. Infinity. I don't know if you heard it, but I literally said I repeated his argument. His argument was that if you
I said that's not my argument.
Can you shut up?
What are you talking about?
Can you shut up, please? I'm doing something. Right?
Can you not lie, nigga?
I'm trying to talk. Goddamn. So Infinity, he basically said that you cannot add space and time to something that's aspatial and atemporal because it lacks the temporal dimension, which is responsible for change. You cannot have change if it lacks that. And I don't know if he heard it. He obviously didn't because he didn't even respond to it at all. I said, yeah, I know you're saying that, but what if now it does because you just shove it in there real quick? Like, how come that can't just...
That's changed, dumbass.
Wait,
you shove it in, that's changed. Like, what?
Bro, I'm just arguing random shit at this point, bro.
That's changed.
But he didn't contend it.
That does not refute any. Yo, I did. That
no,
is,
no.
like,
I'm saying maybe it can't change, but now it can change because
it's
it's in there.
That's changed. That's changed.
Oh, chill. Everybody chill. Oh my god.
Give a verdict. Goddamn.
Hold on. Damn. Shut up. Damn. Focus. You're saying that it can't change a virtue of what's within the box. However, if something external to the box is to be contained within that box, it can change now.
What?
No, yeah, I'm saying that if this thing were
you're saying via the properties of the box, like the elements.
Wait, go ahead. Via the elements of the box, it cannot change, and then the elements of another box that allows change. If you put them both together, then now it can
via
change.
the
So
elements,
now it can.
Okay, Tassi. What are you saying is? Okay, virtue of the elements that are contained within the box, this box cannot change, or the things within the box cannot change. However, something external to that box allows this box to change now.
What?
Okay, external forces. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, bring up the axioms.
Allow it to change are the internal forces. However, external forces that are now pushed.
Yeah, Infinity, quit talking, bro. I'm not listening to this. I'm
not up for this. I'm not.
I don't want to hear the word "set" anymore, bro. Quit.
Okay,
yeah,
Reaper, you understand?
Wait, Focus.
Yeah,
what did I cut out?
You cut out like.
You're not cut out.
Tells you to shut up.
Focus has no clue what he's even arguing at this point. I'm pretty positive.
I don't. I'm just arguing random shit off the top of my head.
Just give him an argument. Like what?
Wait, I swear, I'm just like arguing.
What? This was his argument. What? How did I give him an argument?
What if you shove it in there?
Let me explain. Hold on. I'll explain how it is.
Literally saying something intrusive to the
head. I'll explain. I'll just put it in his words. What he said was, if you shove it in the box, meaning this thing is exclusive to the box originally, therefore.
This nigga might cut out.
Couldn't you try to shove it in boxes? This
nigga might cut out, but basically what I'm trying to say is that if you shove it into the box, this thing originally can't change, but now it
quit saying shove it.
Shut up. Okay.
Oh my god, I keep cutting out, but anyway. Hold on. Look. He said, if you shove this in a box, right? You heard that, right, Tassi? Hold on, did you hear that, Tassi? If you shove it in the box, did you hear Focus say that?
Yeah.
I'm not even a judge anymore at this point, bro.
Okay. If you shove it in the box, meaning it's exclusive to the box originally, therefore external to it. I just didn't use the same words that he did.
You said in the box.
Bro,
things that make it unchanging.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's exclusive to it?
As in, it is not contained within the box. The reason why this box is unchanged is because of the elements that are contained within the box or not contained within the box. However, if you push this in the box, therefore making this external thing internal, then it will allow the box to change.
Yeah, it would allow the box to change if you shove it in there. Bro, I'm just
Who's
saying.
shoving?
I'm just saying
Hold on.
random shit.
My fucking god,
This
my
nigga Reap is fucking selling, bro. Like, what the bro? Are you actually seeing
No,
this,
I
bro?
think this is so stupid. He said this. It's just retarded. I don't think you could have refuted it completely. Just refute it.
No, he didn't. No,
I
we
mean,
went to conclusions. This
I
is
already
conclusions. This is
did.
conclusions. This is conclusions. What the fuck? Hell nah.
Oh way.
Like, niggas think just because I use a different word
You're
doesn't mean you
fucking
argue.
selling,
Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's the same thing. Okay. He just said
Bro,
exclusive to the box. I said we have two different boxes. One is these set of properties. The other one is these set of properties. If you merge them together, they were exclusive. Then now they would become internal, which is what he said. He just
Reaper,
Okay, wait a
you
minute.
fucking mongrel.
Okay, it's fine.
There's no temporal dimension.
Well, now there is.
By
bitch.
changes happening.
Oh my god, there is no temporal. The
Yeah,
dimension
but
is
wait a minute. This doesn't work. Infinity, wait a minute.
Hold
You
on,
know
shut up.
he said-
Hold on.
Wait, no,
Hold
you
on,
shut up.
hold
You're
on,
not listening.
shut
You're not
up.
listening.
Hold
Infinity, you're not
on,
listening.
shut up,
You're
shut
not listening to
up.
what
Hey,
he's
let me
saying,
speak.
though. No.
That's wild.
I am. I'm
That's
trying to
wild,
speak
bro.
to
The problem
Toxic. Hold
itself,
on, Reaper.
Infinity.
Shut up.
You're missing what
Okay.
Toxic said,
Now
though.
shut up.
No, you
That's
shut up.
wild,
Listen.
bro.
Toxic.
He said if there's no
Oh my
temporality,
god,
no
I'm
chance
trying
it
to
can
speak
happen,
to the
nothing can happen
debater.
with the box. Christ.
Oh my god, yes,
Niggas
that's
just
via.
say
That's oh my
whatever.
god, that's virtual the elements within the box. You don't understand that via what's been showcased within the box. This thing can be unchanging. However, if you have something external to the
Same
box,
box.
and it's implemented within the box, that means these
Okay,
elements
does
are now
temporal-
changing.
Okay,
So
hold on.
retarded.
Does
These
the
dimensions,
temporal
bro.
dimension?
Wait,
Hold
wait.
on. Does the
I'll
temporal
give an
dimension
example.
exist externally then?
I know you're saying Focus. I'm just
Okay,
saying this is
Let me
hold
give
on,
an
hold on.
example.
In the box, there is no. Hold on. He just asked me a question.
Okay, go.
In the box, these things do not exist. These dimensions do not exist. Therefore, it's unchanging.
Yeah,
However,
they don't
external to the
exist
box,
anyway.
hold on. The external to
Sure.
the box. Yeah, external to the box, these things do exist. However, what
Bro.
Focus is saying is that these things are now implemented within the box. Therefore, these things do exist now.
font implemented for me, Infinity.
Okay, it's put in the box. Stupid. It's shoved in the box. It's put in the box. That's the correct wording that
You're
he used.
shoving the thing in the box, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
So you're shoving it
it's
in the
now
box,
inclusive
right?
to the box.
Someone clip it.
Put in the
It was
box.
exclusive. Now it's inclusive to the
Someone
box.
clip
So
it
now
and
it
shove
does
it in the
have
box.
change.
Do you
Now-
not understand?
Wait, it didn't have change at first. Now it does have change.
Infinity,
So
I'm
now
making
you
a
can't
dirty
do that.
joke, bro. I don't care. I'm making a dirty joke. I don't care, bro.
Bro, what is that? Okay. Okay. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
making a dirty joke.
Okay,
This is
so-
actually crazy, bro.
Okay,
That's
so
wild.
So I think I won that. I just argued the most random
Reaper,
shit off
who
the
do you
top
think
of my
won?
head just to
Wait,
argue.
did you not? No, wait, I'm gonna try to clarify this. Did you not say nothing with change could happen in the box? No other thing could enter the box. Not I mean enter. You shouldn't say enter. It's not my fault. You said nothing could happen with the box.
Reaper,
Because no change. Because no Infinity. Wait a minute. I heard what you said already. I'm asking this.
Hold on,
big boy
wait,
right here.
your
I'm
question.
asking- No,
I know your
no,
question.
not
Your
for
question.
you.
There's a problem. Hold on. Wait, I want to
I know, but
clarify
I'm
something. I
asking
just
him
want
the
to
question, though.
clarification. I
Infinity,
want to
I
ask
already heard
clarification.
his
Hold on.
No.
Wait, I
I
want
am
to ask
not
clarification from
talking
you.
to you.
This
Let me
is
ask
so
you
weird, bro.
clarification, Reaper. No,
Fucking
because
weird.
there's no need
Not
for any
gonna
of
lie,
this.
bro.
So he's saying there's.
I'm gonna
these
clarify
things
my
are
dick in your mouth,
unchanging.
bro.
Oh my god, Reaper. These things are unchanging. Virtue of the fact was like what's in the box, right?
There's no temporality exists, so nothing could
So
change
nothing
with
in
the
the box
box.
Okay, no temporality exists within the box. Therefore, everything within the box is unchanging. Everything within the
You're
box.
saying there could be a box that
Yeah,
can combine
everything
with
within
an
the
There's
internal
no
box.
box, my nigga. What is he
No,
talking
the
about?
box
It's
is
an
the analogy.
example, it's the
Indeed, within
analogy.
this context, what we just said.
if I
Hey,
had
wait a
box
minute,
forward,
though.
Nigga, if there's
that was
literally
dumb.
absolutely
You guys-
no temporal dimensions, where the fuck does the box come from?
It's within the set. It's within the
Set
set.
to the
It's not
box is
external to the
okay.
set.
Oh, not at
That's
all,
why there was
bro.
a
Ask
specification
Infinity
within
about
the
that
Bro,
later.
these niggas are just saying
It's
shit,
box.
bro. Seriously.
Who is that?
Yeah, I'm
Huh?
not gonna
my
hold
God.
you. Focus. I'm letting you know right now. You give me the biggest headaches and the most dumbest things ever. Like, quit doing this.
Wait, bro. I'm literally just arguing off the top of my
God.
head just to argue with people for fun, bro. I don't even get it.
Literally, this
But
nigga
I
just.
actually feel like I won. Like actually,
Yo,
like,
the
ironically.
box.
Reaper,
box,
who
the
won,
box,
bro?
we in the
Who won,
box.
bro?
Yeah, who do
We
you
in
think
the
won?
Well, I'm
box.
trying to ask you a question before the even that happened.
Yeah,
I'm getting cut
what's
off
the
my
question?
Infinity
What's the
because Infinity
question?
likes
What's
to
the
talk a lot.
question?
My bad. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Reaper.
Oh, the
my
question was
God,
essential.
bro.
Was did you say just internal in the box is atemporal,
He
or
said
did you
the
say
set. He said the set.
There
He
is
said
no
the set.
box. There's no box.
Said
The
the
box
set?
is an
There's the set.
example.
Oh my god, the box is the set, nigga. Damn.
No,
Whoa.
we're not implementing examples. That does not exist.
Bro,
Wait,
There's
wait,
no
wait,
box.
wait.
Bro.
Wait a minute.
Did you
No,
use
no,
that
using it to
example
make it
within the
easier
board?
for
Infinity,
language.
you did it again, bro.
Focus.
Infinity,
Focus.
you did
Did
it
you not use
again.
that example?
You guys
Literally-
did it again.
You just
You guys
reaffirming his
did it
analogy.
again. You guys did it again.
Wait, you're
I
not
swear to
you're not
God.
The
understanding.
question for this guy named Theoretical Toxic. I don't think your name's
Go
I
ahead,
don't think you guys
go
named
ahead.
Theoretical
Ask him.
Toxic, are y'all?
Oh my god, this nigga just said, bro.
Let
that analogy
the guy
was
reason
Okay.
his argument first.
Okay.
Christ, I can't hear him.
Okay, wait. He
Come on
said.
now.
Wait, hold up. He said there's no box. Me and Infinity was calling
Focus,
it.
bro. I'm done. done. I'm done.
I just want to explain. No, he said something dumb.
Listen, the problem is I'm not talking. I already heard your argument. I'm asking him what he thinks is a counter to this, bro. Come on, please quit.
I wasn't paying attention to what you said. I wasn't paying attention to what you said.
I was clarifying the topic that the box was said.
Bro, these niggas are trolling. There's no way.
I hope you know you're getting blocked after this.
Reaper, I was clarifying the toxic, not you.
That's crazy.
I know what you're clarifying. These niggas are actually. He knows what it is. Quit saying it.
These niggas are actually trolling. This is actually fucking
You guys
wild.
are actually some. Like, I'm not even gonna say. I can't even cuss. My mom's home. Flip.
What the fuck?
Boss, slap the
This
shit
is
out
so
this
crazy.
nigga. Alright.
Anyways,
Alright,
still
so
got questions, Reaper?
okay. Go ahead.
Toxic. Now listen. Did you say that the set? Did you say in itself the box is the set itself, or did you say just internal to the box there's temporality, but the box inside of this box? An analogy, by the way, inside of this empty set.
Oh my God.
You say it's inside the set, or it is the set?
What?
What are you talking?
You
He
said-
said. Okay, he said these
Okay,
things aren't
okay,
contained
bro,
within the
like,
set. He's
okay,
saying there's
no,
no
no,
spatial
Reaper,
or-
just
Infinity, bro.
ignore it.
Listen. Infinity, come on.
This nigga takes too long to answer, bro.
Infinity, listen. The problem is I gotta let him answer. You can't sit here and speak over. I heard you guys' arguments already.
Okay,
Come
go
on,
ahead.
come
You
on,
didn't even ask the question
You
right.
said go ahead, and you start speaking, bro. Dude, go ahead.
Yeah, because you didn't ask the question right.
Didn't ask the question right. No, yes, I did, bro. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll ask like this.
Okay.
Listen. So you said the box is doesn't hold temporality, and now you said internal to the box, correct? You said internal to the box.
You said this box.
Right, Infinity!
Yeah, go ahead.
You're saying internal to the box, no change could happen because no temporality exists inside the box, right?
Are you asking me?
That's you, bro!
Okay, fine. I'll just reiterate what I said. I said there are no spatial dimensions, there are no temporal dimensions, so therefore change cannot happen.
Inside
Therefore,
the box,
God
or
is
outside the box included.
and
He didn't say outside the
bro,
box, he
like
said inside
there
the
was
set.
no there. Okay, hold on.
You wanna know how that's crazy? Focus.
Okay,
Focus.
Reaper,
Wasn't his
Reaper,
original
Reaper.
point? Hold on. Wasn't his original point
Bro,
is that this
I'm gonna smack my balls off your lips.
Wait,
You
chill
have to
out,
know
chill.
that, bro.
Infinity, what do you say?
Hold on, I'm actually wait, Reaper. You need to hear this clarification. His original premise is that this box does not, or this set does not contain any spatial temporality. Or
Exactly. Wait, no. He agreed. You got
Wait,
two
guys,
sets.
guys,
Wait,
listen.
hold on. Wait,
Guys, listen, guys, listen. Wait,
Reaper.
No, focus. Come on.
Wait, I
I'm
gotta
trying to go ahead and
okay, go
justify
ahead,
his
go ahead,
stance.
go
You
ahead.
can't listen. He
Go
has
ahead,
to
you
warrant his
nigger.
position. Well, you guys keep saying go ahead and then talk. You guys have an addiction. You guys are talking the walls at this point. Please quit. Just
Yo,
relax.
Mega.
Let the guy warrant his argument.
Y'all niggas talk too slow.
Okay, Infinity, people have to talk and be clear about their
Talk
arguments. and
faster,
precise.
bitch. Shut the fuck up. God damn. How is he gonna?
Okay, so yeah,
How you gonna say you talk
If I
too
speak
slow? Then
faster,
start
you'll know what
talking
I'm saying just
slower.
now. If I start speaking faster, you know what I'm saying.
He start talking slower.
No,
Go ahead.
we know what you're saying. We know.
You cannot comprehend when I'm speaking fast
I can comprehend what you're saying right now.
because I'm going slow.
Okay, that's fine. Speak
Anyhow,
faster.
what's your name? Toxic. Now talk. Okay, listen. I'm gonna ask you this. They're saying
There is
that another
okay.
box is gonna merge with this box and have a baby. It's this baby is gonna just make this this thing temporal now. That
Okay,
was not temporal before.
Reaper. You don't understand. There was no fucking.
I'm asking you for understanding, nigga.
I'm literally telling you. I just said right. There's no spatial dimensions. There are no temporal dimensions. There are no exclusions. There's no fucking
No
box. It
box
doesn't
in
exist.
the
box.
These
No box
niggas
in
the
making
box.
that shit up. There's no fucking box.
Infinity.
The box is what
That's
helps.
not what he said. No. Like, hold on. On God himself, on everything I left. He said this set contains
bro.
no spatial
Toxic, we can
dimensionality or
sleep.
Yeah,
We can
sets
sleep. I'm done.
represents
We can
box
sleep. We can
here.
sleep. I'm
Sets
done.
represents
We can
box
sleep.
here.
I'm done. We can sleep. I'm done. We can sleep. I'm done.
No.
Okay, listen. I actually tricked. Listen, guys. You
I was
guys.
just clarifying.
No. Listen. The problem is I want his clarification, not
Tell
YouTube's,
his ass
bro.
to talk faster. Fuck.
Okay, just go ahead. Bro. He just gave his
Bro,
clarification, but alright, bro.
God
Stop
damn.
being fucking slow.
We're still
The box
speaking, bro.
does not
Then you
exist.
start
The box is the
jumping
one
in.
that's supposed to help Focus argue. There are no boxes, nigga. These niggas are just
box
fucking
is the
gaslighting your
set.
fucking ass.
The box is the set, nigga.
There's no box. These niggas are just talking this
These
talk.
niggas are-
bro.
these
No.
niggas are-
Okay,
Bro,
box
these
means
niggas are
set.
fucking
Box means
retarded,
set.
bro.
Wait. I want to
bro, they're
explain
getting
something.
blocked. They're getting blocked. I'm actually gonna fucking like these niggas are fucking trolling, bro.
Wait.
There's no fucking box.
What?
Reaper. Stop
How
being
we?
fucking
Oh my
stupid.
God, we're not.
Reaper, please
listen, wait a minute.
understand.
No,
Reaper,
I got it.
clarify.
Focus, I got it. I know what it is. I know what it is.
Reaper, no, I'm gonna tell you
Let's
right now.
talk,
I'm gonna
listen.
tell you. No, you want to talk.
I
Let
know
me talk.
your argument is.
Let me
Nobody-
talk. Let me talk.
I know what it is. Focus.
Let me talk.
Talking to a wall, bro.
Listen, Reaper,
Y'all not here.
Bro, oh my god. Okay,
Reaper,
Infinity. So the agreed
Reaper,
upon. Oh wait, no,
Reaper,
Reaper, dead ass. Let me talk. I just need to say one thing.
I know what his argument is. Your Brody Infinity broke it down 10 times.
Please.
Y'all niggas are annoying, bro. Like y'all can't listen.
Reaper.
I
gotta say one
was
thing.
listening, but I gotta hear both perspectives
No, Reaper.
and say
He
who
gave
won.
you his
Come on.
he gave you his perspective. Let me just say one thing.
I was
right?
not done
Let
speaking.
Let me
I
say
was
one
not
thing.
done.
Let me say
I was
one.
not
He made a
done.
claim.
I
Let
was
me just say
not
one thing.
I was not done
Please,
speaking.
please,
Okay, but
please.
okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Let's continue.
These
Let's
niggas
continue.
fucking
Let's
weird, bro.
continue.
Okay, listen, Toxic, listen. They're saying that another magical box merges with this magical box that has no temporality.
Where?
This
Okay,
magical...
did you hear Focus talk about the box?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. No. Wait, when? In the debate?
Literally brought out towards the end.
Go find it in the recording. I'll fucking wait.
The box is the set.
Shut up!
Okay, chill. That's fine. Wait, Reaper, who the fuck called a set a box? Right.
Bro, that's what I want to call it.
Thank you. No, that's my Infinity. You're trying to argue synonymous and ordering box with the same thing as a set.
No, that's what I'm arguing. I'm arguing. No, I literally said box instead of synonymous. That's what I'm saying.
Where? Go find the recording. Where?
Reaper, can I just tell you something?
Yeah, these niggas are blocked. These niggas are blocked.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, they're blocked.
So we agree
that you know what?
We agree we're using sets, but I just use
No,
box.
yeah, boy, not right now, bro.
Wait a minute, Focus. He literally said the box is inside the... Before the context was, the box exists inside the non-empty set that's immaterial, but this box... And it's an analogy, by the way. It's an analogy. The set in itself... It's an analogy for a reason. They can't listen.
Don't put the box in there. That's the thing that's supposed to be happening.
Supposedly immaterial in non-temporal box. Now, I'm not saying box for an analogy. Don't say it's a contradiction. Don't even do it yet. No, Infinity, I know you're waiting to speak. Don't do it yet. Oh, no. Okay. So, and now there's the problem. If he's using box in a certain way where it's inside the set, you can't just say, oh, a box now is a set, and that's what contradicts the entire argument. It's ratting. Come on, guys.
Oh my god, it's an example.
Okay, Reaper.
Bro,
I'm gonna make it easy. I swear. Reaper, I need to say one thing.
Reaper. As soon as he said he didn't want me to use that example, I started using sets again, and y'all still are on this, bro.
Exactly. Wait, Reaper. Let me just say something.
The problem was Reaper. Wait. It's a question.
Can I just say something, please?
Wait, what's your question?
Wait, no, I need to say one thing. Every time he says the word box, or I say the word box, imagine set. I'll literally reword it to set. It's not that hard. So we have a set inside of this set. No,
the box is the set, basically.
Yeah, the box is the set. Cool. So I'll reword it to set.
Listen.
No, let me reword it. Let me reword it to set for you. Goddamn.
Okay, go ahead.
So we have a set, and inside or inclusive to
I'm
the
done.
set.
Like I promise you, after this debate, both of you are blocked.
And then we have another set, and inside of that set, we have space and time or spatial temporal dimensions. I'm saying that if you were to shove one set into another set, right, then that thing would have changed because it was exclusive, right? So there's no change inside the box, and you add something exclusive, and now it does have it, so now it can change.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. All he did was sit there and slip in an argument that you didn't hear, Toxic. He literally slipped in an argument, ratted, and you didn't hear it.
Okay, GG's. You got any more?
What did he say right now?
What was my judgment?
What did he say right now?
He said that supposedly a box merges within the box inside the box. A box merges with like set example. The set merges with another set, and this set. No, shut up. A set merges with another set, and this set that merges with this other set has a temporal space. So now therefore, in the entirety of the space is now temporal, not atemporal or immaterial. You know my point. You know what I'm getting at.
An aspatial set is a set with no...
Okay,
look. You know what? You guys broke 4 axioms. You guys broke 4 axioms. I'm letting you both know that. 4 axioms, by the way.
Hold on, I'll explain it. This set contains no dimensionality. Oh my god. Oh my god, man.
You guys are literally walking contradictions. I'm not even holding you to it. Like, you guys are both like...
I don't give a fuck.
Bro, these niggas are fucking trolling, bro. That's crazy.
Okay, so what's your contention for my judgment then?
I'm not even saying your judgment. I'm saying how it would go through.
Reaper, not you, Reaper. I'm saying there's obviously a disagreement since he's calling me a troll.
I'll contain your judgment. You have the self-reference scheme is.
Alright, bro. You need this shit. Alright, okay. I was like, that shit. Bro, what the fuck? Yo.
But you know what, bro? Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Fuck this shit.
Cut out.
Focus. You think knowledge is mind dependent or mind independent?
One shot.
Shut the fuck up now.
Oh.
Do you think knowledge is mind dependent or mind independent? Tell me right now.
I'll be agnostic on that.
Oh, really?
You'll be okay, sure, that's fine. I'll just posit it as mind dependent. Okay, that's fine. Are you okay with that? There's no way to verify it being mind independent.
Okay, so how are you gonna claim this is the case?
Okay, what are you talking about, nigga?
Wait, you said you're gonna claim that this is the case. I asked you how. You said there's no way to justify it. So what?
I said there's no way to
verify. Wait, he said there's no way to justify the contrary.
Yeah.
Are you saying that it's never been done, or it's not logically possible?
There's no way. I just told you there's no way. What?
There's no way. Okay, there's no logical way. So go ahead and prove that.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine.
What's the logical contradiction to that?
Okay. Yeah. No. That's fine. Right. What? Who the fuck mentions logical contradictions?
If it's impossible, it must have a logical contradiction. You stupid bitch. The fuck?
No,
It's not the way.
no.
What? That's
No.
how.
What
That's
are
how
you
it works. Are you dumb?
You're fucking retarded.
Talking about impossible from a logical framework.
Oh wait, no.
I said there's no way to verify that. I said there's no way to verify that. That's fine.
No. Okay, you're saying it's logically impossible to verify. So what's the logical contradiction to that?
We said logically impossible. You fucking retarded.
Oh wait. You're saying you can't verify. Are you saying that with our current resources we cannot?
I said there's no way to verify that. There's no way to verify that epistemically.
There's no way to verify that epistemically. Wait.
Yeah. There's no.
Logic?
Yeah.
So it's not logically possible to do that, or it is?
Yeah. No. Nobody gives a fuck about knowledge.
He's saying
nobody gives a fuck about logic. Knowledge, right? Logic is a subset of knowledge. Nobody gives a fuck about logic right now. We talk about something that's bigger than logic.
Okay. Is there a possible world where we justify this thing?
We don't give a fuck about fucking logical possible worlds. I'm talking about something that's bigger than fucking logic.
Wait, no. You're not understanding. I'm trying to understand what you're arguing to see if it's an appeal to ignorance. If you're saying that we currently, with our current resources, cannot prove this to be the case, therefore it's definitively on your side, then that would be an argument for
sure. Yeah, I'm saying that.
Argument. Okay,
unless you have some sort of imaginary argument for that.
Okay, cool.
Do you have an?
Okay. Are you saying that? Wait, are you saying that since with our current resources we cannot verify it, therefore your thing is definitively correct?
Sure, yeah, that's fine. Probabilistically, not definitively. No, I said probabilistically, not definitively.
What gives you probability?
There's literally no evidence for that.
There's no evidence to the contrary.
Fucking basis for what you're saying.
That's not probability. I'm not saying anything. I'm not making any claim. I'm questioning your claim, stupid. You're trying to rack.
I'm saying
he's trying to rack because he's 3-0 on judgment.
No. Right, I'm saying it's self-verified, and it's not verified.
Why is it self-verified?
Okay, yeah, no. That's fine. Focus. How do you gain knowledge? You use your mind, right?
How do you gain
knowledge?
Right? I said I'm agnostic. I'm not gonna answer any questions.
Okay, so that's fine. So you don't use your mind?
That's not what I said. I said I don't know, maybe.
Okay, how do you talk?
I don't know. How
do I talk? Now you talk.
I'm being agnostic. I don't know.
Sure, we can get into neuroscience then.
Okay, cool.
Is that okay with you?
Sure, go ahead.
Sure, that's fine. Cool.
Notice how everybody in here knows how I started ratting because he got beat up on Nasuverse scaling.
I'm not gonna hold you, Focus. This is not even ratting. This is actually being genuine. You're saying you're agnostic.
It's not ratting. You know what he's talking about.
Wait, bro.
I'm even holding this. This isn't ratting at the moment.
Even if he wants to get into this, that's fine. We can just do that.
Hey guys,
how much you can
hear? That's fine. No, that's fine.
I'm just saying. The only reason why I want to debate is
I don't give a fuck. You know what empiricism is?
And it worked.
Focus. How much you can hear this?
You know what rationalism is? Do you know what empiricism is?
What are those things?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, one posits that knowledge comes from the mind. One posits that knowledge comes from your observe. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll bring the links. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
Improve the links are from omniscient people.
Why?
Okay, nigga, send your links.
Good.
Wait, hold on. I already got everything I wanted to get off, so I already debunked his Nasuverse scale, and I don't give a fuck about this mind-dependent shit, but I'll just argue it anyway just for fun. That's like the only thing I want to do.
Fucking won it by fucking being weird. That's fine to say. That's fine.
Keo, Keo, you do realize that I scale Nasuverse, and I actually like the verse. It's like one of my main characters. I just felt like debunking.
Shut up! No, you don't.
Wait, you do?
Yes,
can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear this? Wait, Focus. Can you hear this or no? Can you hear this?
Cool. Reaper. Nobody cares.
Okay, focus.
Wait, Keo.
How was Washiki created?
How was Washiki created? Isn't she like the origin of the root or some shit, like connected to it?
She's the physical representation.
Bro, Keo, shut the fuck up on us. Keo,
there's like 3 personalities. One is like a girl, one's a dude, and one's the fucking like omnipotent god.
That shit is ass, bro. Griffith,
bro.
I'm not saying I'm a fan of the series. I mean, I scale the verse. That's like, or not scale the verse, but I use the verse to debate.
Keo, go on mute. You're wasting my time. I'm trying to leave right now.
Go on mute so Toxic can lose. So go ahead.
Cool. There it is.
Wait, where? Is it in general?
There, nigga. Yeah, in general.
Empiricism. What's empiricism?
I just literally told you. Are you fucking retarded?
Are you retarded?
Can you reaffirm it?
Okay, that's fine. Sure. Empiricism, right, posits that knowledge comes from our observation.
What does posit mean? Does that mean affirm it to be the case?
Yeah, affirm.
Can you give me the definition for that?
For what?
For posit.
Okay, it's fine. I'll just say affirm. That's fine. Actually, no, it's fine. I'll just say affirm. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just say affirm. Cool. You done?
Yeah.
Do you have any reputations?
You can call it. Okay, if what you mean by posit is affirm, then you can just start using that instead. Go ahead.
I already did. You have any reputations?
Wait. What'd you didn't use it? You just said you're gonna use it, but you didn't actually use it in context.
I'm actually giving you evidence what I said, you fucking retard.
Wait, what'd you say? Oh, who's Mike Infinity? Fix your mic, what?
I'm not reframing.
What's wrong with you?
I'm not reframing. That's on you, bro. I'm not reframing.
But
anyway, so fucking black.
What'd you affirm?
You're a mic, bitch.
I am not reframing, bro. That's your problem.
Why don't you
I don't give a fuck.
it?
I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck? Wait, why don't you want to reaffirm it?
That's fine. We just posit it as like being mind dependent based off of that.
So you affirmed it as being mind. Wait, no.
So can you verify your no? Can you verify your existence in a sense that it corresponds to reality?
Wait. This isn't what I'm asking.
Epistemically.
Wait, this isn't what I'm asking.
I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about what you're asking.
No,
me.
I'm putting into question whether or not
empiricism
actually exists.
I don't give a fuck about your question.
Wait.
I already gave you the
prove empiricism exists. No, that doesn't
prove it exists.
Tell me what it
is.
That doesn't tell me.
What do you think existence is?
What I think existence is, I mean, like I already told you, like how I defined it. Wait, we define things that exist as anything with
it exists
properties or identity.
You can be taught. You already did. You posited
existence. So this exists
conceptually. That's fine.
Okay, then there's a
that's fine. That's fine. No. It's fine.
This is a thing that
verify your existence epistemically.
This is a thing that contradicts.
Verify your existence.
This is a thing that contradicts this.
Yeah, present it. Yeah, present it right now.
Okay, I'm thinking of it right now. Yeah, dumbass nigga, shut the fuck up.
Verify your existence epistemically, nigga. I'm waiting.
Hold up. Prove that empiricism is actually true. It can exist, like the idea of it can exist doesn't make it true.
It's an element of that's fine. It's an element of epistemology itself.
Okay, prove that.
It's an element of knowledge itself.
Prove that. Prove it's an element of epistemology.
Literally just read, and it literally says
no. Wait, why do I have to read?
Yeah, it's an epistemic belief.
Prove it says
okay, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. No, if you don't want to read, that's fine. That's fine. So you're not gonna verify your existence?
That's not. No, I'm putting into question whether or not I even have to in the first place. That's your claim that I have to, you stupid bitch. That claim. Wait, you asked me to verify my existence for life.
Okay, so he can't. So that's fine. True. He can't.
Is he dumb?
So yeah,
wait,
that's fine.
We can conclude. We can conclude.
Yeah.
Wait. Infinity. Yo, Infinity, mic up. Infinity. He's so dumb. Infinity, did you hear? Wait, hold on. Infinity, I just gotta tell you what happened. So he said, I told him to prove that empiricism is true, right? Because he used empiricism to justify I have to prove that I exist. And he sent the link. I'm like, why do I have to read it? Prove I have to read it. He said, okay, you don't want to read it? Cool. So you can't verify your existence? And I'm like, I'm putting into question whether or not I actually have to do that in the first place because your whole... wait, shut up. Because your question...
He's being fucking...
Wait, Infinity, listen. I said,
look, he's just saying retarded shit. Bro, he's stuttering. He doesn't know what he's saying. What are you saying, buddy? What are you saying, bro? What are you saying? Infinity, look.
It's my conclusion. It's my conclusion.
What are you saying?
It's my conclusion.
You don't even know what you're saying. What are you saying?
It's my conclusion. It's my conclusion. Okay, cool. So basically, repeat it. So he was talking about empiricism. I said, prove empiricism exists. He said, okay, it exists. I was like, okay, cool. It can exist conceptually or whatever the fuck, but that does not mean that it's actually true. Go ahead and prove that it's true. He said,
you fucking dumb.
Shut up, nigga. He said, read the source for it because he sent like a Wikipedia for it. I said, prove I have to read it. He said, okay, cool. So you don't want to read it? That's fine. So you can't prove that you exist? And I'm like, no. What I'm putting into questions whether or not that's actually my burden to prove because you placing that burden on me relies on the fact that empiricism is actually true in the first place, which I'm putting into question. He did not contend that. I swear to God, we can go to recording.
He conflated with Infinity. He conflated his argument. He completely misconstrued.
Wait, no. You can unmute him. I'll literally give you the recording. It's literally on recording. He's so dumb. He's so dumb. He did not contend that. He did not contend that.
They're concluding. Hold on, chill. Yeah, Toxic, go ahead.
No way, bro.
Okay, that's fine. So, what I'm saying is, obviously, right, I presented evidence for that being the case, and I attributed, right, this thing relating to knowledge itself, right? If he tries to somehow contradict this, then he's also contradicting his own position, because his own position is a subset of knowledge itself. I'm just saying. That's fine.
Wait.
If he denies epistemology, he denies the subset of epistemology.
He didn't. Yeah, it's fine.
Contradicts the initial proposition.
Wait. Infinity. Wait, hold on. No. Infinity. Wait. Hold up. First of all, he did not say none of that. Second of all, I literally said I was agnostic.
What?
Wait,
you're retarded.
Reaper, shut up. Actually, shut up. Infinity. I said I was not denying anything. I was asking him to prove his positive assertions. I said I'm taking an agnostic stance. I'm not making any claim nor denying anything. Also, one, he didn't say that. So yeah, cool.
He did.
But I
he
didn't
said he's proof by contradiction.
Wait. No.
We'll have to judge him in
the recording. Okay, I'll send the recording. I got you. That should be like the last point. So he lost all of his knowledge.